How about now? I can see the thing moving now, so god damn it. I've been talking to myself for fucking 2 minutes. Thanks, David. Appreciate you DMing me before I got too deep into it. Can only hear the background music. Da-da-da-da-da. There you go. All right, there you go. You should be able to hear me now. Let me give it a second. I'm just going to chill here. How the shrooms? What's good? I'll give it a minute. Yes, you did, David. Yes, you did. Oh, God. My production issues. I'll tell you what it is. Basically, half my screen... Because this is a different type of show. I have to have notes, and I have to have other prompts to be able to cut to things. So I've wasted two minutes of my time. God damn it. So let's start again. Hi, Lorne Risley here, host of the Halcyon Show. How you doing? Let's skip ahead. Look, I have a beer. It's a prop. It's not a real beer, though. It's a root beer because I'm dieting. Because O'Shea, do you get it? Also, I have an iced coffee because we're going to be going for 2 hours. And yes, David, you just saved the show because 2 hours on mute, it would have broken my heart. However, all I was doing the intro because all I was saying was we're showcasing the career of one O'Shea. Let me go back through it now since none of you heard me. Let's go back. And as you can see, I'm now bathed in white light because that was covering all of your comments. It won't be there for the entire show though. So as you comment, I will see you. I apologize in advance. So let's go back again. According to worldbattlerap.fandom.com/wiki/O'Shea, O'Shea has been part of Don't Flop since the very beginning and featured in the first official battle they staged. Not technically true. The first battle they uploaded, and even then that's not technically true because it was first uploaded to YouTube. He was the first Don't Flop champion, beating Sensa in a close battle that he himself would go on to admit he felt Sensa had won, but due to likability purposes, he felt that he took the win on that situation. He lost to Tony D in his first defense match, albeit he would also later go on to admit on Battle Rap resume, he wasn't that choked up about it. As well as being in the first recorded battle and the first Don't Flop champion, O'Shea was in the first international battle for Don't Flop against American Dirtbag Dan in 2009, and the first official rematch against Sensa for the aforementioned Don't Flop title. Originally battling in Liverpool off the record, he saw the WRCs in 2007, which persuaded him to try battling in 2008 on the WRCs, but that was later disbanded, so he decided to go with the next best alternative, which was and Don't Flop, and travelled to Don't Flop 2 in his own dime, staying in a travel lodge and I believe using the National Express. He's also been a successful recording artist, and while on tour he has supported the likes of Plan B and the Wu-Tang Clan. And he's also been a comedian and largely has governed his career based on what he thought was fun. And that would probably go on to explain one other thing that is quite evident about O'Shea is that he is super prolific and has a deep and unrivaled passion for UK battle rap. That's evidenced in his accolades. Not only, as he mentioned, the original and inaugural Don't Flop champion, he was the 2011 and 2012 Battler of the Year. In 2011, he had 20 battles. In 2012, he had 14. That is just the ones that were catalogued, however, because as you'll go by the notes on Verse Tracker, he only has 125 battles documented there. But if you go even just a tertiary search on YouTube, I counted 150, and that's not including additional untitled leagues. These are just the ones that I was able to cauterize and be able to pinpoint. 10 promotions just off the top. So, yeah, an extensive career. He is one of only 3 battlers to have their compilations, have had compilations uploaded of them for Don't Flop. He, let's have a look, some of the other ones. He battled for Don't Flop between 2008 and 2017. He made his Prem debut in 2018. He's been inducted into the Premier Battles Hall of Fame. And his final battle, and the reason why he's the first of this series, is penciled for the 22nd of February 2025. Of course, retirements in UK battle rap are probably the same as they are in wrestling, in that you only are retired when you are dead, and even then AI will probably take care of the rest so long as your family is happy to sell your likeness into perpetuity. He has currently, according to Verse Tracker again, so this number is largely skewed downwards, 12 million officially tallied views on YouTube, not including shorts and not including views on separate channels that are not coagulated onto Verse Tracker. He was featured in The Guardian in 2011 as a potential star in pop music titled O'Shea's Got Rhymes That Bite. And based on a Google search of his name, O'Shea is either Ice Cube's son or an American car salesman when he isn't a proud Evertonian. I'm liable to believe that my research is probably incorrect on that last part. However, a few other little details that are worth noting about Mr. O'Shea before we get into the battles, and we need to crack on. We have 110 minutes of fucking footage to get through tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's simply staggering how much material there was I had to comb through to be able to put this together. And the way I decided to do it was basically, we've only got his rounds. I'm not showing you the full battles, largely because of copyright. I shouldn't be uploading other people's shit, with no fucking, no editorial, additions to it. But I want to focus on O'Shea, and I want each of these series to focus on the person we're talking about. So we're only going to be watching O'Shea's rounds, okay? So don't hate me if you preferred the other guy in the battles, or you want to see the backwards and forwards. We're just showcasing O'Shea. So let's go back to my last few notes here. Perhaps one of the first examples of a viral UK battle rap star, given the fact that he's not only on Don't Flop, he has a number of compilations made by third parties, so he is not alone. He is probably the first example of it, though. This is prior to Shotty, this is prior to Lunar, and he's often cited as people's favourite battler, including battlers. One of the things that I put in my promo for this is he's probably your favourite battler's favourite battler, and that it kept on coming up in my notes and my research with other people. So you're looking at someone that is, for better or worse, people's expectation of what UK battle rap was when it started and where it has evolved from. So you'll see the genesis of a lot of things through O'Shea. Most of his bars, in my view, this is just my very simple fucking non-battle rap brain trying to make sense of how O'Shea sets things up, follow a 3-beat phase of setup: instigation, then subversion, often emphasizing how obvious it is to him with an increase in cadence and volume. So it's this thing of, you basically do this, it's crazy how you do it, I'm a bit like an apple in that I do it. Like, he just sort of, that's the pattern of most of his most elaborate bars, except for when he goes on these mad tears where his momentum just takes him through and through and through. His subject matter is mostly simplistic but effective, and that again probably speaks to the fact that he was insanely popular when the genesis of battle rap was largely targeted to teenagers, right? Whose maturity is yet to develop really in terms of their humor and disposition to the world. And therefore, him saying, 1 round was weed, 2 rounds were poo, gets a laugh out of people, whereas in the modern era probably wouldn't fly. So again, the fact that he was there hitting at the right moment, at the right time, as prolifically as he was, feeding that need, speaks to how he was able to parlay that into being a successful battler, not necessarily in terms of his outright competitiveness, but just how charismatic he was to the audience he was performing to. His strengths lie in his irreverence, his banter, immature demeanor, and humor style, coupled with a confidence most of his contemporaries either lacked or made up for with an outwardly tough presentation that he would then go on to mock. The Shotty Horroh one is probably the best example of this, and by the way, we've got that, so we'll go into that one as well. So, just to give you a very quick rundown, in fact, what I will do is I'm going to give you a full set list here so that you can know if you want to fucking tune in for this. Let me put it in the chat for you so I don't have to talk about it. There you go. Does it? Oh, it's too long. Fine. I'll just fucking read it. In fact, no, let's get on with it, shall we? I've been talking for fucking 10 minutes. Let's get on with it, shall we? So, where else to start, in my mind, than basically the genesis of UK battle rap as we know it today, which is Don't Flop's first ever battle. So let me switch screens here, because not only did I make notes for this, I made a custom screen for my boy O'Shea. Look at that. Look at how nice that is. I wanted it to be like a frothing in the background, like beer flowing. Couldn't find anything that was as close to that. And do you like the references in neon that I've put at the bottom? Beer, shark, and an apple, cause they're references, because I'm a clever boy. I am a clever boy. Anyways, this first battle, I have made notes because I didn't review all of the battles. I did, though, want to just do a bit of tertiary research on them, because these are ones that I'd never seen, and I just wanted to give my initial reactions to, but I also wanted to do some research on them. So the first ever battle, ever documented, of O'Shea was O'Shea versus 2EZ for Don't Flop 2, the debut of O'Shea and Don't Flop via ErTube on YouTube. It was posted on the 2nd of November 2008 from Don't Flop 2 in Brighton. It currently, this is mad to me, mad. It is currently only on 17,650 views. The genesis of Don't Flop and O'Shea only has 17,650 views. Madness. Welcome to the low res era, I write. And it might well be the only battle ever where O'Shea is not seen at any point with a beer in his hand. I have other notes about this, including but not limited to the fact that this is the genesis of absolutely everything, including at the beginning of this cannot sit still. He is shifting side to side, backwards and forwards. He's just so animated, and yet, except for his face is not moving enough for his words to come out in a way that you can actually hear what he's fucking trying to say. Madness. Yeah, and I write, he doesn't seem to realize that you have to use all of the muscles in your face to open and close one's mouth in order to speak without sounding like he's being smothered with a pillow as he announces that they found a bunker that looks suspiciously like an underpass. It's not quite a bunker, but fine. Again, nerves, it's absolutely fine. Basic graphics, no editing given the interruptions, and they only give them 45 seconds for 3 rounds. So you'll also note, and I'm just going to point this out because you're not going to see it, Too Easy clearly had 2 guys with him because those 2 guys were doing the fucking super hot unintentionally, where everything Too Easy said, no matter how bad it was ho 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 ho, and it made everyone super awkward. Just the most awkward. Anyways, enough talking. I think... yeah, but Charlie, no. You see, the problem is I can see the green bar now. I can see the green bar on my screen moving when I talk to... Watch. See, I can see that shit. So nice try, Charlie. Where were you earlier? David had to save the stream, not you. I expect better from you, right. His accessibility was a big part of his and UK Battle Rap's success. Completely agree with you. Had a shit, and it's not 8 o'clock yet. Yeah, I had a shrooms, but that's why we go early, because I'm going to cock up. So I'm glad that we've made the mistake before it's due to start, so hopefully now everyone else comes. Anyways, let's stop talking. Let's sample O'Shea. In fact,
how dope.
There we go.
Man came all the way down to the south coast to battle those age-old Harry Enfield Scouts jokes. That's really
look at how
clever. You
happy
don't want to battle me.
is
The
as
fact
well.
of the matter be, man's been in Brighton for 2 hours. I've seen 2 Liverpool tops, an Everton top, and a fucking shop called the Penny Lane Gallery.
There's one other thing, actually, before we start. One other tiny thing. I've put it in the comments. I shall emphasize it on the stream as well. Viewer discretion is advised, ladies and gentlemen. This is 2008, okay? Many of the sensibilities and language that are going to be used in some of these battles are not expressions or any sentiments that I wish to condone, mirror, or validate in any way, shape, or form with my reactions. I am going to say this is all from a time where we use language very differently to how we use it now. So if you are offended by any of this language, or you find references to some of the aspects of early 2010s to late 2000s humor, this is not the video for you. And O'Shea has already made it perfectly clear that a lot of the references he's made, for his own reasons, he doesn't stand by them in any legitimate sense, okay? So I'm just saying that now, because I want it to be clear that we are going to hear prolific use of, am I allowed to say it? I don't think I can say it. The F word, as it pertains to homosexuals, you are going to hear some very on-the-knuckle British humor, I think is the only way I can typify it without using a different phobia to it. These are all things that O'Shea used as a comedic tool that even he says are not acceptable today. These are products of their time. Do your best to accept that. Okay, I feel like I've given you a big enough disclaimer. Let us continue. They're in Brighton, that's why I'm saying
shit's too easy. You got caught on CCTV jacking off to CBBS. You don't believe me? Ask your fucking boy Bleezy. You don't want to step to this. He doesn't even know who Necro is. He just heard the word sexist and came because he's possessed by dicks. I'm the best to spit. You're a little pussy. You're too scared to watch the extra clips on the special edition of The Exorcist.
That's round one.
You gotta be kidding me. This little prick is killing me. Fucking hell. Yeah, whatever, you fucking prick. off the top of the mind, transform like Optimus Prime, and I don't even have anything to rhyme that, so I'm just going to say a hippopotamus line. And that makes no sense at all. I'm in the home of Brighton and Hove Albion.
There
home
he goes.
of no champions.
Stumble.
Home of homos, batty men, and well-known batty men. I say it again, I ain't even playing, my friend. Your dad's pissed off because you will turn out gay in the end, and I don't even give a fuck, I'm stuttering. It doesn't matter if I'm stuttering a bit, I still fucked your mother in the tits and forcefully made your little brother put the rubber in the bin.
Look at how happy is.
Listen, I doubt your faction, I'm sound with rapping. You remind me of Mickey Negro, because one street
Baby
battle
Kruger
later,
in the
your
background
fucking
as
career's
well.
out of action. No.
Out of breath at the end.
Put on a bit of weight. It's only
What I'll
because
also
your
say,
man's pussy is
I'm going to pause it here because this is not in the rounds. And again, I can't stress this enough. I know, again, but they're in Brighton, so yeah, of course they're going to reference that. What I'm going to say though is off Too Easy's rounds were painful. Okay, painful. He uses the word yo and like every fucking bar. He has to have a restart, and it takes him about 10 seconds. And both 2 rounds, first and second, he gets cut off by her. 45 seconds, right, we're cutting you off. So it's painful to see him just get cut off at the knees. The last round before this, though, he is practically begging her to call time. Begging her to call time. And O'Shea just jumps straight in like this, right?
fucking dinner plate.
Straight in.
Yeah, serious. Next time you saw one of these out, come and see me if you want to see skill. Ladies, if you want to learn DVD series 301 Hill, it's Too Easy. Bottom line is I'll sever your spine, and I admit that was a terrible line, but I'm the Terminator.
Terrible.
You're the fucking Shermanator out of American Pie. You specialise in talking shit. You're the fucked up result of a botched abortion bid. You'd rather go on tour with dicks than Jordan's tits. Listen, you know that's true. I got a flow that's true. I mean, coming down here is overdue. That makes no sense at all. Again, I say it, coming off the top and orthodox, I call the shots. I'll catch you in his corner shop.
45 seconds, shot. Let's hear it, please.
And that is the first ever battle for Don't Flop and O'Shea. And there you go. So, I mean, you know, there's not much to say about it in hindsight, except for that it was, you know. I'm just gonna. Someone in the comments of this next one left something funny. Let's have a look. Is he Is he self-deprecating because he keeps losing balance? So O'Shea's gimmick later became, well, it's the reason I've got a root beer here, because his gimmick became that he was drinking a lot, right? I think the thing with O'Shea, though, is he brought a bravado into battle rap that really wasn't seen initially. He brought a kind of, if you want to be real legitimate about it, Sean Cray is effectively trying to weaponize and laser focus this gimmick, which is I'm pub based, perfectly comfortable in the company of a bunch of people, being the center of attention in an environment where people are likely to be inebriated and therefore anything goes, right? And I'm just the sharpest and best at it. You've also seen that he's happy freestyling. One of the things about O'Shea's style that most people struggle to contend with is how random he was when he was utilizing freestyle tactics, and that randomness often put his opponents off because it would make them laugh at, like, wait, what did he just say? Hence why, again, these 3 references in the bottom left-hand corner are some evidence of that randomness. But then that's the debut, right? That's where we start off, and you can already see how consistent he is in his performative style throughout. And if I'm being honest, while his complexity did get better over time, it's kind of refreshing to see someone start as they meant to go on, because you don't see a massive departure from that versus a lot of other battlers who generally change over time. So anyways, we're skipping forward a little bit now, because what we're skipping forward to is him versus, I think his name's Shotty Horroh? Shotty, I don't know. Maybe you've heard of him. For the Battle Lab, which, by the way, stands for the League of Advanced Battlers. Cool. Posted on the 20th of June 2011 from the Quarantine pay-per-view show. Not sure what quarantine was. Currently on 474,737 views. Interestingly, despite O'Shea's gimmick in this battle, most of the comments are complimentary of him over Shotty. You'll see why that's relevant in relation to his rounds in a moment. It's a step up in terms of graphical fidelity. Camera quality is still not the best, although they have multiple camera angles and additional sound equipment and better editing. So that's nice. But my favorite comment when researching this was, your left ear is going to love this, because whoever's balanced this video has put it all on the left-hand side. So you hopefully will listen to this on a computer screen or a phone screen or something so you won't hear it. Yeah, when I watched this the other day as a test for this setup, yeah, my left ear loved it. Anyways, let's go. Let's go. Right. Come on, give it to me.
That battle's part 2, eh? What a
Round one.
star-studded event. Come on, mate. If we weren't battling, your ass wouldn't have went. I mean, come on, Shotty. What the fuck's your game about? Only the second event you put on and you need a don't flop Scouse Rapper to fucking bail you out. Listen, and take no notice of this 4-day notice
and
thing.
there's one other thing that's worth pointing out about this battle. 4 days notice. Both of them got 4 days notice because Flex Digits cancelled on Shotty. Charlie, I genuinely don't know the answer to that question. It could be as long as 2 hours. It might be longer. We need to get on those. So let's crack on, shall we?
You focus closely in on what he's saying. It's got Flex Digits written all over it. He's
And it
been
did.
preparing for weeks,
And it did.
learning his speech. Probably changed the words as he speaks from nerd into thief. See, you becoming top tier because of money gets me in a ridiculous rage. So I came to take your fucking face off like Nicolas Cage. You must be clinically insane if you think you're gaining respect. You can battle whoever the fuck you want, lad. Just keep making them checks. Me, I rose through the ranks. No record company's money fucking holding my hand. So when High-Rise get their highest viewed video on YouTube, you fucking idiots know who to thank. Listen, and no
You'll notice as
disrespect
well,
to High-Rise.
like, he doesn't even get perturbed when people are talking in the background, man. That's the thing that I love about O'Shea, is that he just doesn't... Nothing phases him, except himself. When he gets in his own head, that's when he starts to struggle. But when he's just in there, feeding off the crowd and his opponent, he's just in. And the other thing you'll notice, look at him. He's directly at Shotty. He's constantly giving it to Shotty, right? Every other battler at this time is turning to the audience. He's trying to engage them, disengaging from their opponent. O'Shea never let up on people. He was constantly touching them, grabbing them, trying to grab their attention and always keep them on his level. He was trying to make it on his terms, which was, I'm going to out-banter you. And again, the motif for this first round is a lot of, listen, man, you're kind of overrated. You're overpaid. We all know that this is your league, so who's likely to get the win? I'm doing you. A lot of that sort of stuff, which is ironic because, like I said, the comment section seemed to be largely in favor of O'Shea, which is... It's indicative of how charismatic he was at the time.
Guys, I ain't taking the piss, but how come all you brothers seem to know what your mother's been nicknaming my dick?
Simple but effective.
And he's told me personally, I'm his favourite battle rapper, he's told me that personally, so I will not be surprised if he fucking murders me, because all you stands have punches pre-prepared for me. Serious, that's true though, innit? Let's talk about your battle with Disaster. That was fucking excellent. You stayed up all night putting loads of effort in. He said thanks for the flight and let you win. No, but no disrespect to him, he got amped as shit, kid. Man handled biz, I swear it's true. But he was battling me the same day. He wasn't going to prepare for you. And listen, so take your record company's money and shove it up your ass, because you're more fucking ugly than Bubba fucking Sparks. And about as likely as Man City bringing a firm to Goodison fucking Park.
Big Everton fan, by the way, is O'Shea. Big Everton fan.
As soon as this battle was announced,
Tattoo
on his Facebook status it said, O'Shea v Shotty Horroh, legendary battle. Maybe for you, lad, maybe it's true. And the fact that this whole organisation is basically just catered for you. Listen, do you think I give a fuck if I lose to you? Lad, look, I'm only doing it because this whole event is such a fucking bad look. I've had 5 better battles than you in the last month.
Probably.
And it must be piss easy for people like you to battle me when there's 50 videos of me all over the internet that you literally just sit in there watch. I mean, what do I get?
That is crazy, by the way, is that he probably did. In 2011, he'd already had 30 or 40 battles uploaded, and that's just on YouTube alone. Who knows what other live events that other people were there taking. Again, this is before the decency of saying to people, hey, listen, don't record the whole thing and upload it to YouTube, because no one even knew what it was like. David Williamson, Bubba Sparks had a song called Ugly. Was quite big on MTV too. Thanks for the context, David. Appreciate it, bub. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, it's just funny that again and the thing about O'Shea is he largely feeds on real stuff, like what is actually going on in the room in the moment from his opponent the day before. Because he's such a strong freestyler, he's able to make things as contemporary as he possibly can. So fair play to him, man.
To go off on you, your music, I don't listen to that shit. It's a damn disease. Welcome to a place called Manny. Englishman, please. Yeah. Serious. And you've got to be snorting. If you think high-rise are intimidating or proper importance, I'll walk through any of your cliques house with my dick out at 6 o'clock in the morning.
He would. He probably would.
Hype's checking. Listen, I'll come off the top unorthodox. I'll break your fucking legs and tell you to walk it off. I'll whack you, I'll swag you, I'll battle you. Listen, you've got a record company behind you and I still get more views, anything. Listen, what the fuck do you do? I could take a shit, put it in a box, call it O'Shea, and I get more views than you do on YouTube. Listen, so I've come to your hometown and I don't give a shit. Manchester City, to say you can flash the cash all you want, but you'll always be shit. Manchester City.
Face it, but get some reaction. Probably a lot of United fans in there, that's why.
Fucking league, lad. Look at the state of your fucking teeth. Listen, say whatever you want, lad. You're taking it too far. The fact you're interrupting everything I say just proves what an arrogant prick you are.
It's true. Listen, man, I get that he's become a star since, but there's a certain degree of entitlement that Shotty had, and he was afforded a degree of license when performing that other battlers weren't. Like, again, generally speaking, talking through another opponent's, even if it's just like highlighting something good, it's generally not a good idea because you can put the guy off the stroke. O'Shea, though, only happy to snap back. So he's got my respect for that, man.
That you can just murder you off the top like a fucking convertible. Outside of Manchester and high-rise, no one has heard of you. Serious?
Agreed, Charlie.
I get gigs in London. I've supported Plan B, Jizza. Well, I'm supporting Jizza. I've been on stage with RZA. I've supported Jest. What are you doing with your money? Nothing. Fuck you. I'm a big up my fucking fan. The Sprungy man. Rogister, Big P, my brother, the Punning Clan. Who gives a shit, kid?
I will say, I've just remembered, I might have to put the disclaimer back up at the back end of this battle. There's a bit that I think, again, I am not defending anything he is saying. I am not endorsing anything he is saying. I am merely showcasing it. Take that as you will. But back to this bit. As you can see, not big on the multisyllabics. Not big on the hip-hop stuff. And in certain instances, it doesn't even rhyme. He just seems to intent to kind of hit the vein wherever it is. But you can't fault the fact that he just has almost relentless energy when he battles.
I'll slam you like SummerSlam. Kid, you need to be running fast like the fucking running man. Freestyle, listen. The bottom line is, kid, you might think you're good, but I doubt you're sick. Even if I fuck up, I can freestyle me fucking way out of it. Fuck off.
There you can. There you go. It's the end of the second. Into the third, which was, by the way, was an unlimited round, apparently.
Fuck your lines. Compare his fucking bit of bullshit freestyle to mine.
So, yeah, that, by the way, unlimited round. Yeah, so we still have fucking nearly 4 minutes. 4 minutes. He's going to freestyle now. I'm sure it's going to go fine. Yeah, Charlie, you say that now, but people like to clip things out of context, so
listen,
take that as you will.
I
Anyways,
can't even
4
get
minutes of
fact I haven't
freestyling,
mentioned
lads.
nothing about your skeletal features yet. I mean, come on, lad. Honestly,
minutes.
I've never seen such a wannabe. You're not even a wigger, lad. You're a wig wannabe. Listen, lad, he's serious. He's been going on at me this battle for ages, so I came through, send his buzz back to zero. Looks like that scene from Last Action Hero with death escapes from the fucking screen, yo. Serious?
Yeah.
Fucking pasty ass skinny.
That got slept on so bad. That's a great bar. That's a great bar. And nothing. The crowd slept on that shit.
Listen, nice one for the fucking 50 quid. Fuck you and that midget Briggz. I feel sorry for the disease that he's fucking living with.
So they opened this with a shout out to Briggsy, by the way, to say, listen, man, hope you're feeling better soon, all the rest of it. And Briggsy was pretty sick at the time, from what I remember. I've seen he had something wrong with his lungs, or maybe that was a different instance, but he was sick on that occasion, I know, because he was hospitalised. But yeah, I feel sorry for the for the disease Briggsy's living with. Fucking brutal, man. Like, no need, man. No need.
You can battle me and Diz and think you're sick, but unless you prove yourself against some less easy targets, lad, no one fucking gives a shit. That's serious. And fuck whatever you're saying, kid. Freestyle off the top, I ain't playing. Shotty Horroh, lad, your flow's the sickest, Joe. You got the sickest flow, but your bitches look like something from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Serious, that is true. Listen,
That is
you
true.
can suck my fucking balls in quickly. You're just a fucking poor man shifty. Or that Wrigley, lad, serious. To get
That got a
over,
reaction.
you need to pay £4.50, and guess who told me that? Briggsy.
2.5 bucks.
Listen, your mother's an amphetamine slag. She'd do anything for a fucking ketamine bag. Fuck you. I've freestyled for fucking ages and I don't care.
And he
Listen,
does.
you've got no hair. You just look wrong. You wear that cap because your head's about 4 foot long. You want to battle me? Do whatever you want, lad. I
Brutal.
don't care. I've got better battles coming up. I've had better battles. Do whatever the fuck you want. You got money. You got money. So what? I'm mates with Sprungy. Serious.
Here it comes.
Serious. Fucking off the top, I'm fucking hilarious. I'm murderous, kid. You're less welcome in my house than in Sprungy's house. A turban is. I'm just saying, Sprungy's a racist. Who cares? Kid? Off the top, kid.
Yeah, that's time.
Listen, Shotty's getting fucking clobbered. Don't worry about me calling Sprungy a racist. He's not fucking bothered. Serious, I'm the best. Come through. Everton tattoo on my chest. Kid, fuck you. Fuck Man City, you fucking garbage. Fuck you. Fuck Van der Sar. Fuck your ma. Van der Sar doesn't even play for you. Plus, fuck Raphael van der Vaart.
Van der Sar.
Who cares? Van
Fuck you and
Nistelrooy,
fuck Van der
everyone
Sar. He
call
doesn't
back.
even play
Fuck
for you.
You're not
So he's just
Listen,
off now.
You
He's
know
just
I'm
gone.
better, kid. I'll leave your fucking face red and black like the hat with the fucking checkers. Kid, listen, you know I'm reeling off the top. Why's your fucking sticker peeling off? Kid, listen, go back
Show.
to the shop. You got all that money, get a better at you fucking knob. Listen, you know I'm nice when I'm on the bars. Your name's Shotty, but the only time you ever talked about a gun is that fucking tattoo on your arm. Kid, listen, you don't want no trouble with me. Kid, I'll burst your bubble for free. On my level, G, you'll never be. I'll punch you so fucking hard you end back up in Netherley. And that's in Liverpool. I ridicule, I'm minuscule little MCs like you. You're not on my level. I said it before. Fuck you, fuck Gary Neville. I've said that before. I'll say it again. Kid,
He's
I
not
ain't
even
playing
a
my
city.
friend. Listen, yeah, and fuck you, my friend. I will choke for 3 minutes, and I guarantee you book me again. You fucking
See, that's sick. That is sick because, again, true. And he's starting to run a little bit out of steam. He's starting to make a couple of references that don't quite gel, don't quite hit. And then he just hits him with some truth. And even if it, again, simplistic rhyme, it fucking works. I'll choke for 3 rounds and you'll still book me again. Fucking brilliant.
You can take the piss out of these no-name MCs who turn up and you want to sound good, sound tough with your fucking crew. Not in a fucking million years. I will beat you after a fucking million beers. I've had about 11.
See, 11 beers deep.
Listen, and I don't want to spoil it. I seen this fucking beakhead taking lines in the toilet. No, I did. And I said, Shotty, what's happening? Yes. And he went, oh, Shay, you're the best. You did, kidder.
Breaks him in the end by saying, you did. Charlie M's, don't think City had players worth referencing. So where was this? 2011. Don't know. Where would that be? 2011. That would have been FIFA 12. Nah, City were all right. They had, I'm pretty sure they'd had either Tevez or Aguero at that point. But the point is, Gary Neville's nothing to do with Manchester City. He's just Mancunian. He played for United, so he's just literally throwing shit at this point. But again, bear in mind, by the way, yeah, a lot of this is kind of been hit and miss. But 4 minutes of freestyling with 4 days prep, fucking insane.
And I'll say it again. Fuck it.
And there you go. And by the way, just to not to belabor the point, that was against Shotty Horroh. Shotty Horroh, okay? You know, who takes a battle with Shotty Horroh on 4 days' notice? Even if it's not judged, even if it's just, let's just do it for fun. Come on, you need to do us a favor, all the rest of it. Who takes a battle with Shotty Horroh on 4 days' notice? You never see that shit. And again, you would argue that probably O'Shea is the A-side on this instance. Maybe. But anywho, what we'll do next, though, is we're not going to showcase a full battle next. We're going to go to a round. Because one of the things I wanted to make sure we did in this showcase is he has a couple of catchphrases. And he has a couple of instances where he has said something. He had spent a minute per day preparing. Very good, Charlie. Very good. He has a number of references, catchphrases, and memorable moments. And I wanted to showcase all of those. So let's now go to... let me pull up my notes quickly. Which one do we want to go to next? We want to go to Flex Digits, his second, because that was a little bit before this. And we're just going to watch the second round.
I think Flex lost half his brain in a lobotomy class because honestly, lad, you gotta be mad. Hip-hop's a multicultural movement. You go around referencing swastika flags. In your battle with Ruby Kid, you practically said Heil Hitler. Razel told you his parents were BMP and you was like, I'm with ya! Chesterfield is small, shit and boring. Simple and plain. Local news headline, man slips in the rain. You want some good weed, you have to sit on a train and travel 300 miles in a different way. Listen, I'm scouse, I'm proud, I shout it loud, I'll slap the childish temper tantrums out your mouth, and I haven't got a fucking clue if living in prison is hard, but it was for you with that dick in your ass. Listen, I'm O'Shea, I will rip him apart. I'm so gangster, I once had a shit on a shark.
And a star is born. I'm so gangster, I once had a shit on a shark, and now you know why I have a shark emoji down there. Does it make sense? No. Is there any reference that he's making there? No. But did everyone absolutely love that bar? Yes, they did. And it's been referenced twice, at least that I am aware of. He was referenced against Frank Stacks when he said, I'm so gangster I once took a shit on a centrifuge. And then again by Lunar when he said, you didn't take a shit up your shark, you're lying, you just shoved a fish up your ass. Or something like that. But it was referenced, and it's probably one of the first instances that you'll see of someone having something that was flipped and used as somewhat of a catchphrase against O'Shea. But he sort of ran with it. It's kind of amazing that that's the genesis of something so offhand that was largely just said as a joke. Also, notice the quality is improved from the first to the second Dope Flop video that I've shown you, although we still have a ways to go from the low-res era. Just before we move on, a couple of comments. Company Kaolo Torre, I want to say Tevez. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, they were good enough to win the Prem. David Wilson, I lived in Chesterfield for 7 years. He's not wrong. David Wilson, I saw people with that t-shirt, but I had no idea what it was for about 3 years. I think Obvious might have mentioned the shark thing. Yeah, again, off-the-hand comment, but hilarious. It just works. He once had a shit on a shark.
And then the shark shitty. This motherfucker can't kick it with me. I mean that literally. I'll slash his Achilles heel, so it's not just a figure of speech. He came back from Thailand. He's not missing the beach. He's missing that 10-year-old sex slave that used to bring him his tea. Shout out to Little Lee. Listen, and I know that sounds childish, and it's probably not true, but it's easy to do. I'm copying you. See, on tracks, you act like some sort of psychopathic, violent criminal. We all find that kind of cynical, and I can be racist too. Your style's despicable. I hope your Spanish family's upset. I couldn't care less. I will Ric Flair chop your mother's fucking bare chest like, woo! Listen, I will turnbuckle 10 count your mother's face into my cock.
Okay, good moment to pause. Okay, so again, just gonna throw this up there. Viewer discretion is advised. I do not necessarily concur with or endorse the sentiments expressed in this video. However, What I will say is O'Shea's a big fan of gaming, big fan of wrestling. You'll notice both of those motifs in a lot of the rounds that he spits. I think he was mentioning something about the other guy's mother.
Arrive at 10, then start again from 1 all night fucking long.
There you go. He's going to Ric Flair chopper in the chest onto his... God. Okay, there we go. So, there you go. So, moving on. The third battle, this will be a full battle that I want to showcase, is against a gentleman called poRICH. I have never seen this battle before. The first two I've seen, at least in passing. I knew they were referenced before. But this battle, never heard of. So, this is his first ever Don't Flop sanctioned international. And weirdly, is this battle, what's unique about it is that it's intermingled with a beer drinking competition. Yeah, I know, Charlie, right? There's a reason why I'm going to put that disclaimer up every time I hear and want to refrain from association with a specific statement. Anywho, yeah, so this was intermingled with a drinking contest, which O'Shea would later to go on to claim is that it was one of the easiest beers. He absolutely annihilated it because the cans were half the size of the ones in the UK, and he's a prolific drinker as it is. So, anyways, this is, and there's Sol Khan, hi Sol Khan, and Disaster, star-studded already. Let's see what O'Shea's got for poRICH.
Drinkers, let's go.
Fuck you. Fuck Canada and fuck you.
So I was also going to say, this is in Canada. So, yeah, you can imagine that the anti-Canadian stuff is probably not going to go down too well. And so he's going to open with, fuck you. Oh, and fuck Canada. Just puts me in mind of one of my favourite South Park the movie quotes where they're having the meeting and the Canadian ambassador's finished talking and they go to the American ambassador, stands up, adjusts his tie. Fuck Canada. Yeah, fuck you about it. One of my favourite South Park moments of all time. Anyways, sorry, he was saying fuck Canada. Okay.
Mother, you dirty stinking uncle fucker. I've heard that Drake watches King of the Dot. Who cares? He's a crock of shit.
Wow, foreshadowing, right?
I quite like this fella, but it can't be. You haven't got a slight bit better. Ever, you still shout loud and act tough to disguise the fact you live in cushy. And with being in the city, it's bushy. Chew back a pussy. Talking about pussies, your mother has the smelliest twats. It's deadly in fact. With so many crabs, it's like the deadliest catch. And people say,
wow.
I don't know if your mum jokes or your accent in Canada will work. I don't care. You look like every fucking character from the film Clerks. You stinking bastard. We've been paired together because of our drinking habits. You Canadians can't drink. You get drunk at the bar sign. And what you call game night, knobhead, we call half time, dickhead. Little John Cena looking motherfucking midget. Your missus looks like Bishop.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
Always on song. You screaming in jack shit's face look like Harry and the Hendersons gone wrong. Listen, tell your cheerleading bitches take down their pom-poms, and if anybody in here is French, go fuck yourself with your bonbons, you frog twats. You don't like what I say? You can all eat shit, get on your knees quick, and lick our fucking British Queen's clit, knobhead. Yeah? And you may think I've got a terrible accent, but that don't take away the fact that I'm better at rapping. Plus, I've seen things you could never imagine. I've seen a donkey, a gorilla, and an elephant shagging.
So, as you've seen, despite this actually represents a degree of refinement. Like, it's crazy to think that this isn't where he started. This is where he's evolved to. Like, this level of sophistication is where he got to. But it still works. So, yeah. And you have to think, right, this is in Canada where they've probably never encountered a Liverpudlian accent this thick and this visceral. And he starts by saying, hey, everyone, fuck you all. And everything about you sucks. And then he just comes up with that. Like, hey.
Psycho taught me moves from fucking Enter the Dragon, so I'm sending him packing like a fucking scent for the Kraken. Yeah, and so it's no homo the way I'm bending him backwards, sharpshooter motherfucker till his legs end up snapping. And listen, me winning this battle, absolutely no doubt. Yesterday, I spat a beer in my man's face, and I didn't get fucking thrown out.
Behind the scenes reference to the security guard who was throwing people out that night. and someone made a reference to something that made him laugh. He spat his beer and got in the guy's face. So he's so English, he's representing to the fullest. Well, like I say, man, from the fucking hell, look at the state of the guy's face on the right-hand side there. That guy's really happy with that last statement. Okay. What was I going to say? So, pardon me. The interview that he did with Battle Rap Resume, he recapped this battle to a degree, and he said effectively he knew he wasn't going to win. But he wanted to give the best account of himself that he could, considering that he was... This is on King of the Dot, by the way. So this isn't technically a Don't Flop battle. It's represented by King of the Dot. But I would say that, yeah, he had a game plan. His game plan wasn't to win. His game plan was to establish himself and his brand. And it's a mantra that I wish more battlers would come with. Like, that you don't come to win a battle. You come to win fans. You come to put on a performance that means that they now are interested in seeing what you do next. And that's all they're interested in. If you saw more of that, could be a case that Battle Rap's in a slightly better position, because I think then you'd have more people that are booking for themselves rather than for their respective leagues. But that's an opinion for another day. Let's go back to how happy this guy is. That's the end of his first. On to the second. That's his first, by the way. So that's how he opened.
I got a fucking shot of liquor because I'd finish it about 7 times quicker. Ice hockey is fucking shit.
The only people laughing at that are the Brits in the room. Everyone else in that room reacted like a fart in church, as you've just seen. So, yeah, once again, he is not employing what he would consider to be a winning strategy. He is employing a strategy that is uniquely his, which is, I'm going to offend all of you. Strap in.
I don't think for 1 second that I'm hating, but if you're good at ice hockey, you have to be good at ice skating, faggots.
So I'm just going to... Once again, sorry. This is the last time I'll do it for this word. There it is. Okay? Not endorsing the word. No one endorses the word anymore. Just saying, it's a word that was used prolifically in UK battle rap during the 2010s. None of us are proud of it. None of us are defending it. Let's move on.
I apologise for any Canadian disses. Canada, I don't hate you. I'm over here personally to say sorry for the way the British previously fucking raped you. Kidder, okay, scouts like Barry Grant, old school Harry Callahan. I'll walk through your racist redneck city with a shirt that says proud Daniel Amokachi fan.
I think is... What's great about this is you're looking at silently contemplate all of the decisions that have led him to this point, because he's brought O'Shea to kind of be diplomatic and, you know, make a name for Don't Flop and, be an ambassador of sorts. He's going after everybody. And there's just... I may have made a miscalculation.
You won't get that reference. I couldn't care less. I will beat you to fucking death with a wooden chair leg. I hate it when people suck up to the home crowd. Audience easily impressed, like, oh wow, it's heard of my hometown. It's called Wikipedia, knobhead. Listen, I don't talk about Whitney. Nor do I want to. I don't give a shit about your life and the stuff that you've gone through. I want to hear punchlines, real rap. Forget all these pathetic metaphors. I stand for every rap who thinks Tube Steak was having the better of metaphors.
So calm, loving that one.
I'm angry over this shit, but it's how I actually feel. Kidder, you're the guy in the bait car screaming, oncoming, fucking stabbing the wheel. See, all that crystal meth makes you piss the bed, plus you a little fake fuck, underage finger sex. I don't give a fuck about Gryffindor. I've never looked up a cricket score. Your mother is a stinking whore, and no one in the fucking world makes music as shit as yours. And by the way, I hope you die of AIDS, because you're a massive oak. Silent J, jokes, fuck off, you. You think I just tell jokes? Then you've got to be thick. They're not jokes, they're the truth with a comedy twist. Your money looks like the stuff we play Monopoly with. And by the way, did I say ice hockey is shit?
Bookends around with it. There you go. All right. Again, way to endear yourself to your audience.
You fucking maggot. I don't listen to Nicki Minaj, you fucking faggot. Listen, and Wayne Gretzky is
Disclaimer.
shit. Apparently,
so
he
make
was
it
the
his
best
mission.
at hockey, but to everyone outside this piece of shit country, that's as good as the guy who goes and gets the coffee. Kidder, I'm serious. And when Owen heart died, you probably cried. Me, I had a wank at the death of a Canadian, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow. No. No. Why? No need. No need. No need.
I like the way you talk.
Maybe I should sack with the jokes, become all smack on this sissy, and talk about the fact that Liverpool's crime rate is sky high compared to Whitby's. It's nothing to be proud of. I'm just sick of that upper class fucking crap you get fed. Lad, it's a joke. In Liverpool, me and Sprungy moved packages of dope, cannabis and coke, got guns the size of Abramovich's boat. But you don't know who that is, so it's back to the jokes. If you went to jail, you'd request a packet of soap, extra slippery. This inbred, uneducated motherfucker thinks Australia's next to Italy. Fucking red. I hope you get by a noose. I hope your mother's house gets plagued with abuse and that long-suffering bitch runs straight for the noose. And no matter what you say, you cannot deny this. You Canadians haven't got shit on the Brits when it comes to sports-related violence. I've seen them hockey riots, kid. That is embarrassing. Compared to our hooligans, no fucking comparison. Wow. You dig deep in your bitch. How old are you? You don't have to talk shit. My ball's big. I'll stick them deep in your kids, nail them and impale them to the wall on my work's fucking forklift. And you know what? I'm a forfeit with the hate. I'm not gonna lie. Canada is fucking fantastic. I feel sorry that I've had to lambast it. And hey, at least you're not a stinking Yank bastard.
Wow. Wins it back at the end. Bit of nationalism there.
Time left. Excellent. Everton, 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 Everton. Fuck you, killer. I'm lyrically better than, and your ma's so ugly, she got a leather chin. That don't even make sense. Who cares, knobhead? Go fuck yourself.
There you go. And there you go. That's fucking hell. If anything, he's getting darker, which, you know, impressive. Impressive.
Fuck 2011. Shit was.
Let's just, because I feel like we've got a lot to get through, but I feel like we need to pace ourselves just a little bit. So that was on the 11th of September 2011. Okay, so we've gone through 2008 through to 2011. Okay, now as you can see, he is fast building a reputation for saying and doing things that largely catch people by surprise. It's likely to offend, but that's kind of the point of battle rap at this period of its history. Anything's on the table so long as it's you know, largely the comedian element of it, which is, look, if it gets a laugh, if it gets a reaction that's invoked and intended, it's all fair game, so long as it comes from a place of only trying to evoke, so long as you are not actively trying to be racist, actively trying to be homophobic, albeit battle rap does seem to have a long-standing homophobia, which it's still wrestling with. No pun intended. Even down to the fact that, dude, you can't say anything at the moment on Twitter without someone, even to this day, who want to say that they're all about inclusivity and diversity and all that sort of stuff. Anytime you say anything that could be construed as homoerotic, they go, pause. And it's like, you know, that's just your version of what people used to do in the 2000s. They used to go, ha, gay. It's the same thing, lads. It's the same thing. Either be okay with it or don't. But call an apple, you know what I mean? Anyways, I digress. My point is, as you can see, he is developing a reputation and a personality and a stage presence that's largely been consistent. However, not a competitive element to it yet. Now, we fast forward to the 19th of February 2012. And the first ever rematch Don't Flop ever aired against Sensa for the Don't Flop title. Now, Sensa is known as a very good opponent, however, a generally dislikable performer. Not because of anything he says per se, but just his general conduct didn't endear him to the audience. And again, O'Shea retrospectively felt he did not win this battle, but largely felt that he got the win because he was more likable than Sensa. Now, that's not to say he didn't give an entertaining performance, but I've seen this battle in its entirety. Obviously, we're only showing O'Shea's rounds here. Sensa was imperious. But battle rap isn't just about being really, really good with words. It is about making the audience believe in you, endear themselves to you. And it has to be said, this is a crowning moment for O'Shea. So anyways, this is for the Don't Flop title against Sensa.
Fuck 2011. Shit was probably the most stressful of my life, but I hardly said anything, plodded on with everything from battle rhymes to verse after verse. Meanwhile, at the same time, my mind's going into overdrive because I'm creating fake alibis for people just in case worse comes to worse. Now, there was a lot of lies and I apologise, but the bottom line is 2011 can suck a dick, but 2012 is mine because I'm coming with classic lines such as this. Sensa's kids are fucking shit. And stop shouting like you need to pipe down. But he's such a tough guy like wow that he's going to mention those Leeds fans in Istanbul right now. Of course he's not never, because he's in Leeds, which means at the moment it ain't strategically clever. But if he was battling Matter in London, the shit would be a different story. You southern fucking middle class stinking Tory.
And I think that's what that kind of typifies O'Shea for me, is that he's not, okay, how do I say this succinctly? He will say and do things that you will object to, but really what he's doing, he does to everyone irrespective of who they are, which is he hones in on you as a stereotype. As you've seen, he's honed in on Sensa for something that is overt about him in the same way he'd do it to absolutely everyone else. So he would probably argue he's an equal opportunity offender. And from that perspective, that's why I don't have much of a problem standing behind the majority of his work. There are some things I think he says where he goes over the line a little bit because A, it doesn't land, and B, it really isn't necessary. But in this situation, again, he's just trying to hone in and zone in on someone's insecurities or external appearances to endear himself to an audience that can then identify with him over his opponent. Hadashrooms is noted here, Sensa had hitmen after him for what he said. I'm assuming that's got to be a joke, right? Or was there genuine beef there? I don't know. Because otherwise, why would they rematch? Yeah, Charlie, good question. Why? What did he do or say? Interesting. Anyways, back to the battle.
You chat shit from miles away, acting all types of tough. Difference is I go to people's cities and fuck the teams up. Brian Clough.
Not even Forest Leeds reference.
The fans have been saying rematch, that's something you gotta do. Their patience been wearing thin like a prolonged stay at a hospital.
Also, I will just say, Zayn Azarite t-shirt. That's kind of cool.
They've been screaming rematch with YouTube comments through the roof. There's nearly as many comments as there's comments randomly gunning Chronicle. See, since we last squared off, I've supported the likes of Kalashnikov, Plan B, Jess, Jizzard and Gigs. You've been smashing it too, kid, supporting someone else's kids. In the world of rapmusic.com, technically, your record's better, but that's where our CVs differ, because I was just wondering, Sensa, have you brought any CDs with you? You got any shows coming up? You done any recently? You got 2 million views on YouTube? You've been on a BBC? You got any radio spots, interviews, features in magazines? No? Exactly! See, all he does is turn up to the one don't flop battle every 6 months, looking like he stepped out of the fucking Land Before Time. I swear, his dress sense is wrecking our reputation. You should demand a small fine. That's true.
Just actually, I'm going to rewind it just a tad because this is what that right there. That was their target. You want to know why O'Shea was popular then and not now? That is your target demographic in the early 2010s. University students, mid to sort of 16, 17, 18-year-old lads who thought that just any old shit, so long as it was said with a bit of venom, was funny. And O'Shea fed them that, man. And he did it to a very good level. Whereas, again, you've got Sensa, who is slightly more intellectual, slightly more articulate, and is already being portrayed as slightly posh. People don't adhere to that. So, also, fucking hell, Connect 3, lads. Like, if all three of you are going to show up, you got to change the hairstyle on your avatars, boys. You got to do that. Yeah, David's right. Oh, so many fringes. And when there's no fringes, oh, bobble hats because fashionable. Anyways, let's get into it, shall we?
That's true. Damn, I'm choking. I am. No, that was shit. Fuck Sensa. Oh, you know what?
He's got to catch it back. There he is. He's fine.
So, fuck all this crap about bringing intelligence. Lad, I'm the king of irrelevance. Fuck England, I'll have your missus thinking of Everton. I'll take your kids to the zoo. Like, do you like penguins? You do? Cute. Now stare at the fucking elephants.
So random. So random.
I got guns like a warship and your mother's got 4 dicks. The truth, your accent is baldrick and your mother's got 4 dicks.
Onto the goddamn stage. This guy here just gobbed straight over the goddamn stage. Just go back a second.
One thing you'll never ever find in shitty little tiny Norwich is a fucking tourist. On behalf of anyone with any sense, lad, you're shit. Yeah. Listen, and in his battle now, when he raps now, he's gonna get in my face, act all hard and violent, which is strange when he's from a place which is calm and silent. Plus, he's so broke, all he bought his beard for Christmas was a packet of Parma violets.
He cracked him. He cracked him. There you go, time, second round, and there was a choke and stumble in the middle of that.
He tells us in every single battle, Sensa lived the family life, he the family type. From what I've heard, he's a good parent, he'd be treating his family right. But that don't take away the fact that every single person in this room has more chance of getting a shag tonight. Because we all know what happens when a woman has 3 kids, a sex drive drops, belly starts hanging over the top, pussy smelly like Sensa's neck socks. See, you're 26 looking after 3 kids. There's one thing I've always wondered, bruv, never fully understood. Either your missus is like 45 years old or she's just a stone cold fucking slut. It seems to us that she'd be dropping a baby a month. Norwich City Centre supporter is based in a cunt.
Wow.
And what I'm going to say next, he's not going to agree with, but that's because he's in denial. Your missus has 2 kids to another fella, so yours is basically an I feel guilty child.
Unnecessary, I would think. Unnecessary. Because it doesn't make any sense, but it's one, again, the crowd are like, look, they're so happy for some reason. They're all about the meanness at this point. Mean.
She probably wants to smother it every time she looks at it and it's licking a dummy. The only reason she doesn't is she don't want to offend the other kids and this fucking idiot who keeps giving her money. Listen, if one of the other kids got shot in the face, I'd throw a fucking party at home. It's a terrible thing to say, but you've said just as bad, so you can't even moan. Yeah, you damn right I'm taking it there. At least your kid looks like you. The other 2, archaic and hair.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Ready, yeah? Ready, yeah? So, you beat him. Don't get so offended. It's just a battle, superstar. You beating me, you must be fucking stupid, lad. I swear, if he is using any of Cooper's bars, you know what we've seen. And that pisses me off.
Right, okay.
So why don't you fucking own...
So that's an offhand comment that apparently he was talking to a battler or a performer called Cooper in America, and Cooper had said something that Sensa had said, and he's like, oh, you're referencing Sensa. He's like, no, I told Sensa that. So he's accusing Sensa of biting. But because, again, this is in the primordial days of UK battle rap where people didn't really have access to the internet in the way that we do now in terms of being able to reference and sort of cross-reference people plagiarize and shit, that got slept on. Whereas, and again, it's kind of a throwaway bar. Whereas in this era, someone catching, biting someone's shit, that'd be an angle for a whole round, man.
That half the punchlines you write even in your fucking own stuff, and that pisses me off. I should give you the back of the hand. Come to Goodison, you'll get slapped in the stand. I'll Gary Glitter your kids in the fucking back of a van. The difference between me and you is you have a few supporters and I have fucking actual fans.
And that right there is how he won the battle. That's how he won.
No, I'm still going, yeah. So, why do you always act like a diva, trying to call shots? I mean, I agree, Lunar and Kruger may be better battlers, MCs and battlers than me, but you're not. Sometimes I fall off, the ball drops, I slip when I spit. I'm inconsistent as shit, but that don't take away the fact that when I'm home, alone, taking a poo, I'm still more fucking entertaining than you.
See? That's the punch.
The titles is his ego's so big, there's no way he can't win it. His bars are so expensive, he can buy cars with it. His lyrics are so fucking hot, he can fry carp with it. But fuck your ego, lad, I wouldn't wipe me arse with it. Because when you're online having a go at legends like Awkwards, it just shows a complete lack of respect, especially coming from a socially awkward nerd from Norwich. Back of the net.
And again, crowd's just eating it
Even
up,
if he
man.
wins this fucking battle, the people will still be saying O'Shea's the champion, online fucking raving and ranting, hitting the dislike button on the YouTube video until they sprain in the hamstring. Because they know, like I know, you ain't saying a fucking damn thing.
There you go. Spraining a hamstring, hitting the dislike button. Fucking just hang on. There you go. Dislike. Okay, random, but there you go. Anyways, as you can see, he is not pulling punches. He is not saying things. Yeah. Jesus. Right. So yeah, there you go. That's the match that won him the title. His reign was not long, however. He only lasted to one defense, and that defense was against a certain Tony D, who would go on to have one of the most prolific and famous reigns in Don't Flop history. So we will cover Tony D next week. So this battle will be showcased not just this week, but next week as well. But for now, let's see O'Shea's rounds. And this, for context, this battle is huge, not only because it's the title match, not only because it's O'Shea and Tony D, but because it took place on probably, I would argue, in hindsight, the most famous card in UK Battle Rap history, because of not only did it have this and Tony D, but it also had Arsenal and Shotty Horroh. And for a lot of people, that is the epitome of UK Battle Rap. The zenith, the pinnacle, the apex, in terms of when it married execution, production, star power, and everything in between to build something that people still harken back to this day. And Tony D versus O'Shea was part of that. And even though O'Shea, I'll just spoiler alert, didn't walk away with the win, I would say this was a very fiercely contested battle, which we'll watch right now. One day my production will be better. Anyways, play.
Listen as I spit, Jed. The D in Tony D stands for dickhead. Bars! Listen. I struggled to prepare for this. I swear this shit, it ain't because of writer's block. It's just because personally, I don't think this prick is deserving the title shot. So on that basis alone, I'm gonna hit him with more punches than a Jet Li set. He said his missus doesn't like white boys. She hasn't met me yet. You're the biggest of asses like Nicki Minaj's. You need to start improving your swagger. Maybe start moving like Jagger. You've had a couple of decent battles. Now you suffer in delusions of grandeur. See, you beating me, you the stupidest wanker. That shit's as likely as seeing fucking Hadoukens from Blanca.
So, there's, yes it is, Charlie. Yes it is. Yeah, it's probably the most famous battle in UK Battle Rap history in terms of its global appeal. But there's two things I just want to take a moment to highlight. As you can see, O'Shea is taking this battle super fucking seriously and is, in my mind, has leveled up his game in terms of his composition, in terms of his delivery, in terms of his consistency, and in terms of just how much content he's cramping in. The only other thing I will say is there's nothing worse than audience members who look like they'd rather be anywhere fucking else. And I don't know who this lady is, if she's part of the crew, one of these guys' mates, partners, if she's just walked in here thinking it was something else. But she spends most of this battle looking like she would rather take a shot in the leg than watch battle rap. And I think she's also there for the Uno Lavoz versus DK battle, and that battle gets... Let me put it this way. Uno Lavoz at one point ends a round with "go back in the kitchen." So you can bet that that went over real well there. So anyway, yeah. I just want to read some of the comments because Charlie's made reference to the fact that Arsenal Shotty, is that the one where Arsenal and Shotty's dead uncle? Yes, and is probably the only battler to get away with that. Everybody else gets shouted at prolifically as it's a line you do not cross. The thing with Shotty, though, is, again, it's that thing where, look, if people aren't allowed to cross that line with you, then there's going to be lines that they can't cross, and that's a conversation afterwards. It opens up a whole conversation about what isn't fair game in battle rap. But nevertheless, that is the battle that in many respects people point to as, like I say, the zenith of the UK battle rap. And this was on the same card. And in my mind, it should be revered in the same way because it's the two best and most popular UK battle rappers, with the exception of Shotty and Lunar, performing at the time, going after what should be the promotion's pinnacle and focal point, the title. David says, one of the first battles I saw, which led me down the O'Shea rabbit hole and the branches from that, then down the Tony D rabbit hole and all the branches from there, and every road leads back to this battle for me. Yeah, I would go along with that. And that's why it was weird not doing both sides of this battle, because I actually enjoyed both of their performances, but we're focusing O'Shea. So, and the other thing as well is, as you've seen from that bar, his love of video games and wrestling starts to become more prominent in his work going forward. So yeah, seeing Hadoukens from Blanca, yeah, I felt that. Also, Charlie says, it's funny how much this resembles the culture of the internet at the time, lowbrow humor. Yep, absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more, Charlie.
You want
Kruger
jokes?
in the front,
I got
he felt
jokes
that.
like I hate them blatantly. The Queen's Jubilee bought some bunting from a Jamaican bakery. You want bars? You want bars? I got bars like Walton or Barlini. So let's go toe to toe and see if Tony can bar with me. See me be T in 3. That's some easy shit, cause one punch leave T bag like PG tips. You're from that PP clique. Your team legit. I'd be respectful, but I don't fucking read the script. So it goes fuck Tony D. Run up in his house like only me. Run up on your couch, smoke for free. I'll stink your house out. Po'RICH. Now, listen, I'll pass toast some weed like no fail. You best make that sale for me, cause if not, there's 4 or more shells on your back. Snail orgy. Now that's as clever as I'm gonna get. Because all those overthought out, thrown out punchlines, they truly bore me. I just try to call you Ali Campbell, Tony, because soon enough you'll be 40. No, I'm not.
I don't like that one.
No, I'm not young. I'm 28. I'm pushing 30, kidder. But you're older than me, Joker and Verb T, kidder. Listen, I show no mercy. Bonafide, low-down, dirty bastard. I got my fingers in all sorts like Bertie Bassett. You don't understand. I'm blessed
Sweet
on
references.
some baby Mac shit. One punch, I'll have him face the wrong way like a journey backwards. My bars leave the crowd amazed like early magic. Your bars are old and stale like a Boxing Day turkey sandwich. See, all that bars over jokes bullshit is for nerdy faggots, because we're both grown adults. None of it really matters.
Yeah, it's true. None of it really matters.
I'm gonna end this round on some jokes that are fucking hilarious. The only time I say blood is when I'm sucking blood out your mother's period.
Oh, good lord.
With a straw. Listen.
Again, just pointing it out now. Look, again, with a straw. Oh, I'm glad I finished my drinks. No need, man, no need.
I fucking hate you cockney bellends! With all your rhyme and slang and your mad words, you probably go to a German restaurant and order a fucking bratwurst! I'm O'Shea! I stay scouts like Ken Dodd, shoot a man from 12 yards, pen spots, I'll get up in your missus like a femdom and send Sprungy round your house so we can drop the fucking M-bomb!
Wow.
Fuck that bullshit! I'm spitting raw! I'll kick your jaw! Midget porn. Listen, hey Tony, tell your mate Loki, I know his heart's in the right place, but he needs to stop preaching. See, we're all bored of that crap, and doesn't he not realise he's the reason a lot of people end up supporting the fucking war in Iraq? Remember your bar?
Wow.
Remember his bar? You need a new phone. Plus, you remind me of 80s Scar, the way Tony's two-tone. Now, you think I'm being racist? I know you are, but I find that situation so bizarre, because he don't want to hit me with his open palm. You just wish you'd said that shit against Joker Star. See, we've both been racist and said some bad shit. Let's just draw the line under it. We'll call it even. Plus, there's no way I can be racist. I've got at least 3 DVDs starring Morgan Freeman.
At least. Good lord.
So, One punch, what a feeling. I'll have you dancing off the ceiling. They call me the brains of the operation, Bobby fucking Heenan. And I ain't chatting, bagging the Bobby or fucking blasting the Shotty. I'm talking shit I seen live on Embarrassing Bodies. See, imagine battle rap without jokes. It'd be depressing as shit. That's why we call his mother Mutton, dressed as a pig. Listen, and I ain't telling a lie. I have one hell of a time thinking of those more intelligent, cleverer rhymes. Why does all back to shit like, I'll sever your spine, your rap style off the top ain't as clever as mine. And people think, oh, Shay's fell off, the new school have left them behind. Simply because there's no intention of mine to develop a style that caters for a bunch of snapback wearing faggots and American guys.
Jesus Christ. With the exception of the F word dropped in there, that is one of the most scathing indictments of UK battle rap's fandom, and yet the audience fucking loved it. Fucking loved it.
I'm O'Shea, mum joke rapper. I'll grab your cancer-riddled nan and blow blunt smoke at it.
Wow. Jesus.
We've got fan bases, Tony, but mine and yours are a bit different. See, mine snort white and cause fights, yours just sit, listening. My fans go fucking mental, yours are mental patients. They got you gassed like petroleum petrol stations. See, what they do is they hear your wordplay and just assume it's genius. But what they don't realise is, usually it's just meaningless, tedious, easy shit. You just take a whole load of words on a similar topic, you start to cut it and chop it until it makes some sort of sense, and you're like, motherfucker, I've got it. So for example, Arnie in Sylvester Stallone films, a Terminator Predator as if it was Rambo, tell his beard true lies until she going commando.
Bars.
I'll run up in your spot with the bangers and mash, I'll put the gun up in the grill, jack the tango and cash. I'll go next door to where his beard works at Subway, start demanding a sandwich. She don't pass me it quick enough, I'll raise her, because to me she's just expendable collateral damage.
See, he's doing that for a joke and everyone's clapping. Like, he's like, see, I was right.
You think that shit's hard to do? You think that shit's hard to do? Intelligent or clever than your gassed? You spend half your bars against Ark delivering a fucking weather forecast. You beat Mickey because he choked. You and Ilmac was a joke. My man barely even wrote, yet you consider him a goat. You and Sister's touch and go. Did you beat Ark? Fucking no. You and him was rubbish, bro. Pack your bags and fuck off home.
Jesus. And like I say, man, this is probably the pinnacle of his career in terms of look at how fucking on point he is. Look at how much he's cramming into his rounds. Look at how he's messing with the format. Like, hey, listen, this isn't hard. Watch, does it, and everyone's still impressed. He's told them all it's a piece of piss, and he's still getting applause. Mad. Third round.
Please, people, please, show him respect, show him respect.
Yeah, show them respect. Stop applauding.
When you spit so, I wish me fucking ears were soundproof. Nice one for just confirming everything I said in round 2. I'll leave you on the floor and you'll see bed. Lad, I'll knock your bed, I'll put her on the floor, and when she wakes up, she'll be seeing bed. Shite. Listen.
Shite. Terrible.
You've been a good competitor, Tony, but you're still coming up too short like a couple midgets. Plus, they call me a group of bad-mannered women the way that I be fucking bitches. Think about that.
Think about it.
I roll with trolls that live under bridges who wave more sticks than 100 wizards. Lad, so you a great MC, Tony, a crazy writer. I just think your bars take too long to get the fucking job done. You like a lazy sniper. I admit, my rapping's all over the place. I'm like a lady driver, but my punches disfigure faces like Katie Piper's. So, fuck you like CeeLo. You a joke like the Beano. You ain't bringing heat like Pacino. Your skin tone cappuccino. Listen.
Wow.
The only villains that he know, they all be albino. So I'll scalp him like
Shout out to Villain.
Scalp him like chemo and fucking jack him like Devo. See, fuck your bars. This shit is not a lecture. Mess with us, we gotta get you. See, I apply a lot of pressure, then I save like Boris Becker. Don't get it misunderstood like Dr. Pepper, thinking he proper clever. Because he got his name like Tony A, B, C, D. What a letter! Listen, you a proper leper, and all your friends are assholes. O'Shea gets women like Kenneth Barlow. Kid, fuck hiding behind your crew's name, lad. I made myself, my mind's a punchline rhyme conveyor belt. You ain't as heavy as you think, so weigh yourself, cause hell will fucking freeze over before you take the belt. See, where was you 4 years ago, Toe, in the blistering cold? Probably calling us nerds while sitting at home. Probably one of those that couldn't leave Blizzard alone. Funny how Don't Flop's so acceptable now, the bigger it's grown. Yeah, so I'll do him like that. I'll shoot him like brat and have his fam lying flat like a suicide pact. See, I'm O'Shea. I'm known for bringing heat like fucking stolen cars. You're known as being weak like a Semtex shoulder barge. Can
There's Marlo in the audience. Never noticed that before.
You don't want no no fucking problem with us. My whole crew be bubbling like soluble drugs. I fucking hate London, because getting from A to B is solid as fuck. In Liverpool, I just fucking get on a bus. Day ticket, motherfucker.
Day ticket, motherfucker.
Listen up, you southern fucking bellends. It's not laugh, it's laugh. It's not bath, it's bath. There's no R's, you twats. Listen,
Take issue with that one.
Luke, it's look. It's not book, it's book. There's 2 O's, I know, but I don't give a fuck.
Well, there you go. That's how he signs off the title match.
Listen as a spit.
That's how he signs off the title match. And yeah, a lot of people said he won that one. I disagree. I'm not a battle rap nerd, but I do love the delivery and the that con round from Tony D. I don't care if people are saying it's too long. That's merely evidence of the fact that he probably could have gone for longer because he's that goddamn talented. However, that was where his title run comes to an end. It is not where his celebrity within battle rap comes to an end, because that took place in 2012. 13 years ago, and he's still going. And of the 4 battles that I picked afterwards, 2 of them are still, like, on the all-time greats. But anyways, I'm going to pick up another... actually, let's go... No. I tell you what. Let's go to the next battle, because it's another example of what I think epitomizes O'Shea the best, because his level of opponent seems to dictate the amount of quality that he's able to convey. So as you've just seen, he's battled the likes of Sensa, Tony D, Shotty, and no battler really wants to go toe-to-toe with those guys on the kind of notice that he got. He's already demonstrated a fucking authority and an entertainment value that a lot of other guys lack. One guy around this time that was really starting to make waves was a young man by the name of Uno Lavoz, because he seemed to be what I think... do you know what? I won't make the assessment I was about to make, but he's a battler that Don't Flop was positioning as that sort of go-between between the British leagues and the American leagues to try and garner, American support on a more regular basis. So I guess they thought booking him against O'Shea was a good match, because if he got the win, then that would endear him to the UK audience on top of his performance against Lunar. Suffice it to say, not all went to plan, because O'Shea turned up and did O'Shea things. Like this.
Fuck Mickey Waithless's jokes. You want to see some true talent? Mickey Waithless is funny though. Check out his New Balance.
Shout out to New Balance. You make good trainers.
They are fucking pathetic. The only trainers in the world worse than Russell Athletic. Yo, Uno! You know, when you first burst on the scene, I was like, oh shit, unintelligent, irrelevant mum jokes. Someone's been jacking oh shit. You even had the same toilet humour. It's like you've been watching oh shit, so you robbing oh shit. That's some low shit, but I can't complain, because so's this.
Fully in his element now, where he's not even caring about whether or not it sounds good. He just knows it's killing.
Serious? I can't get no lower than that. As far as... Listen, I can't get no lower than that. As far as retards go, they don't come slower than that. See, you about to get out-rapped, out-joked and out-performed. Don't get stage fright, prick, because I'll put your motherfucking lights out. Daylight's dick. See, I'm on a higher level, and you know there's a reason to it. See, I have people laughing when rapping, you have people laughing being stupid. See, this is Michael Myers from Austin Powers versus Manuel from Faulty Towers. Stupid Spanish-speaking idiot who delivers milk and fixes faulty showers. Fuck body bagging, I'm bagging Bobby in dilapidated toxed-up houses. Shit, my shit hotter than arseholes in toilets and fucking balty houses. Yeah, I'm scoused like Sinbad, Waverty spokesman. Your mother pussy soaked this year should have stayed in the ocean. Listen, you are fucking shit, and I'ma say this in open, and for once in my bars, O'Shea isn't joking. You have pointless jokes and pathetic personals, but your personals are jokes and your jokes aren't personal. You've had that same jokey style for so long, it's become irreversible. So even when when you switch and spit bars, that shit just isn't workable. Now, I like jokes, but not the same joke that never ever lets up. Now, every time you speak, people feel like Bowski at a buffet, fed up. See, I tell you what the fuck be pissing me off, the way you're flying around the world like Phileas Fogg. You chatting about more guns than a military shop when you've got less arms than a digital clock. Wow! And now he's part of the Moss team. What a par! No one wants to hear Uno and Unan dropping bars about who can stick dropping bars about who can stick the dick furthest up Shotty's ass. Them YouTube views, they got you chasing the wrong dream. That shit's backwards, man, like Tom Green. One pull of a split and he's gone green. This is a Brit fucking up a dirty, stinking foreign squat. James Bond scene.
Mickey Worthus reacts to that bar so hard.
And let's talk about the Mosh team. The move over, stop hating team. Now let's
That's incredible, by the way. Again, it's testament to the influence Shotty had at the time that no one stopped to go, move over, stop hating team. Like, just say it out loud, it's a joke. And look, it's fucking, they're all crying. Like, but if he turned around and said, what's funny about that? Everyone, nothing. But on stage, everyone's like fucking creasing at it. It's great.
Fact you've got team on the end, you've got to be straight with me. Are you a rap crew? Or a fucking anti-bullying agency. See, it's not personal, but every time I hear the words, stop hating, my mind's filled with cynicism. Because to me, stop hating means I'm a little bitch who can't accept a little bit of criticism. See, when I get criticised, I just take it in stride. When you get criticised, you fucking run and you cry. And I find it kind of ironic that in a crew with Brits and an American guy, the American guy is the least fucking Americanised. Listen, I don't give a flying fuck if you're from a place that's nicknamed Philadelphia. Because they call me the super duper computer virus. I'll kill a Del for you.
Here comes some bad bars. It comes
like
worse.
A fucking boss match at Southampton's old ground. I'll Philadelphia for you.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
I'm like a gay man who proper fancies Derek Trotter.
I'll Philadelphia for you.
See, you're fucking stupid, Uno. If you'd done your GCSEs, your results would be GCSE. C in Spanish. Now banish your donkey fucking dick sucking Hispanic faggot. Fuck off. Go on.
There you go. That's your first round.
This is round.
So there you go.
Yo,
That's
Uno,
already a demolition.
I'm going to show you how to flip properly. It'd be like 5 cars hit you. Yet me bird's pregnant. When your bird was due, you had a bar mitzvah.
Fucking terrible. Terrible.
Listen, talking about my son, your son's a little gay fucker. I'm saying your son. Your beard's got no chest, you've never had sex, and she lives with a face hugger. Fucking terrible.
Fucking terrible.
Has anybody noticed that when Uno be using a flip to be starting his verse, he'd be starting with words that aren't even words? He'd be like, yo, I'm egging and begging.
Yeah. And this is, again, back to back, the Lunar thing when they started analysing Uno Lavoz. Because the thing with Uno is that he commanded the stage presence. The best way I can epitomise Uno Lavos' descent from where I think Don't Flop were trying to position him. The Lunacy battle seemed to position him in a good way. But then battles like this, and I would argue this did some damage to Uno Lavos because he definitely lost this one. But the battle against Juan, like a guy that no one was sort of championing in any way, shape or form, comes out with that buckets bar. Blue buckets, red buckets. You should have just called for time. It's ironic you said that bucket list before you died. Fucking, it showed that unfortunately, as much as Don't Flop were trying to find the next Lunacy, the next Shotty Horroh, the link between the two, they sorely underestimated how good their current roster was and didn't plan accordingly, because Uno Lavoz really could have been a star. He really did have that level of charisma. He was clippable. But then you put him against O'Shea, who has the ability to make everything about him seem ridiculous.
You're as shit as it is. Do not keep digging and digging. See, every performance you gave us has been a load of crap. If I had a good round, overdraft. See,
I was going to say money back, but...
See, all I know is that I'm mad right now. I'm jacking the Saurus and Pat Stay swag right now. If I was Yank, I'd be chatting body bag right now, but I'm British. Your mum's a slag right now. That bitch looks like Tony Yeboah.
Wow.
Oh my Lord. Your dad is Tony Yeboah. But fuck all the bullshit, because homie, it's over, and tell your little lad to stop crying. It's only a boner. It is See, I'm the best in the game. People remember my name. They call you a bass head name, stating that you're waiting for Pendulum to play. See, your mum was born in that bar from dusk till dawn. She is a terrible parent, but you can't half landscape a fucking lawn. Listen, and I apologise. I know you're not Mexican, you're Puerto Rican, but that's like a Chinaman telling me he's from Japan. I don't give the slightest fuck. I don't give the...
You're not going to be happy until he's knocked his beer out of his hand.
What third world country your mother was raped in?
No, Charlie, nothing is sacred to O'Shea. No, nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Absolutely none. None. And it is worth saying, I'm going to preface it now. One thing that you will learn about O'Shea is that he gives as good as he gets, and he gets as good as he gives. His mantra is, if you're prepared to say it, you've got to be prepared to take it. In his battle against Lunar, that chicken comes home to roost in a real big way, because Lunacy just lets him fucking have it. Big J as well, I would argue. There was a good battle from O'Shea, but Big J was happy to land shit back too. So, yeah, as much as he is saying things that, again, in a modern era are not advisable. Sorry, 1 second. They are not advisable. It's not to say he was then the one that took offense when something was said that he probably would have taken issue with had he not just set out his stall to say, listen, I'm just after the best and most memorable performance I can possibly put on.
Hey, Uno, you look like every single villain Liam Neeson's been killing in Taken. You look like the baddie out of Taken 3, which hasn't even been made. And this goes for all you stupid yank cunts. You know, all those slowing it down and double entendres? You need to be calling it time. Not because I'm bored of the rhymes. It's just I heard that shit 20 years ago from the two Ronnies and Morecambe and Wise. Listen, kid. Listen, see, you can't fuck with me, you know. 1, because of my massive penis. 2, because I always roll with players like Shakademus. Listen, not believe this. I ain't going to fucking on Philadelphia, because I know Philadelphia's rough as fuck, but you need to start jogging with Rocky to fucking toughen up. So you're a bitch, you know, a fucking buffoon. You're so obsessed with attention, you'd wear a Christmas jumper in June. Your dad is an Aztec Mayan who studies the moon, and the only time you have light in your house is under a spoon, you fucking crackhead.
Wow, that's raw, man. That's raw.
Having said that, that is one of his good traits. Uno Lavoz, the one guy in the world who phones for you, say no to an upgrade. So, look, mate, I'll set your fucking house on fire, and I hope your mom burns. You probably wouldn't even know. Bitch looks like Three Toes from Wrong Turn. And listen, you can tell by the state of the bars I'm using that I've spent more time shitting than preparing for this battle. So, for the next 6 seconds, I'm just going to stare at this apple.
And there's your second reference in my little neon bit. He's just running laps around Uno at this point, man. And there you go.
So, you may think you're numero uno, well then so be it, but you're in Britain, your name's Uno, your mother was raped by a Fiat.
Now, what you'll notice about this next round is it's famous for reasons that aren't really to do with either of the battlers. It's one of those incredibly odd occurrences in UK battle rap, and I don't know why they left it in. I understand that it's referenced in a flip that O'Shea makes. I feel like, though, a disclaimer or just clip it the once, but they kept every single one in. You'll see what I mean in a second. It just seems unnecessary, really, but fine. Showcase the fact that the security of the building was compromised. Cool.
I'll break both of your legs,
Fine
lad.
around.
It'd be more than a tackle. You know that Kenya shit? He begged me to say that before the battle. Right.
You're lying.
You know those slogans you use? They're for dickheads. That's why they fit you perfectly. See, it's not a person over personally. I don't need one other person to finish a fucking verse for me. And as far as personals go, personally, I think they're right at the bottom. Because anyone who spends time writing rhymes on another guy's life and his problems means his own life has got problems.
You'll recall the battle versus Sensa when he was writing about Sensa's kids. I would just highlight the hypocrisy in that statement. Moving on.
Shit! I'd rather hear unanimous randomness about knifing some goblins.
Yes.
I'm a monstrosity! No, you're not.
Amazing.
You're a fat little bellend.
Amazing. I'm a monstrosity. Brilliant. Oh, and the lights, and this is what I was saying. So, one.
Yes! Listen, I finished!
Two. So it's all fun and games now.
Go.
Yeah! Are we going or?
Go.
Yeah! Yes! Listen, when I rhyme, every single.
People are loving it. 4, still loving it. But then they're realising someone's actually fucking with the shit.
Someone's doing something back there, bro.
There you go.
When
4
I
times.
rhyme hot, and when you're losing a battle, Uno, stop turning the fucking lights off.
Crowd loves it, man. Crowd loves it. Make the compilation.
Yo, ready? His father works in market retail. His mother is bizarre in detail. Let's slow that shit down. His mother is bizarre in D12. Now.
Wow.
Detail and D12, them two different words. I know that sounds stupid, but that's how this stupid shit works. Seeing as though you like that stupid shit, this shit'll sound strange. Last night for dinner, I had bird-eating lion hair, chicken chow mein. Let's slow that down. Bird, chicken. Bird is a chicken. Eating chow, lion hair, mein, chicken chow mein.
Wordplay.
Sing! Listen, this is the bar now. Listen, with bars like that, there's no way you can beat me. I get 3 feet, knee deep in your hole. Skeet, skeet. I run the roads so much, I should say, me.
They're making so much contact in this battle. They've dapped each other up like 50 times.
In a bit, little bitch. You're a little bitch. I'll have your bitch head over heels like Ibrahimovic. So fuck a body bag. I'll stick you in a ditch. Because where the fuck am I going to get a body bag from, you little prick? I'd have to break into a coroner's or a police crime scene unit. When you put it like that, it just doesn't seem very likely, do you? So, you're thinking he dope? You're thinking he dope? You must be drinking Corona. Corona? That's the shit I drink to get sober.
And that's the third. There's your third reference.
Listen! Stop talking to Tony, talk to me! Listen! You a little bitch! A fucking homo! I've heard you've had a tough life. Oh no! Somebody killed his dog and man, he misses Uncle Jojo. That was terrible. But listen,
Terrible.
I'll outbar you, I'll joke you, I'll drink you, I'll smoke you. I'm not bragging. You're Uno Lavoz. I'm supposed to. Yeah, you want James Bond bars, bitch? I've got them. Right, your mother is a proper hoe. Excuse me, can I have some contraception? She's like, doctor.
No.
Yeah. No. But you know me and my boys, lad, we're not so fussy. We had 8 man in the fanny. Yeah. That bitch is a hoe, a minger, a fister, and she's pissing. I get the gold. Yes. Even Eek, for God's sake, be fucking the slut. When he's fucking the slut, he says from Russia. He said he was going to kill me in this battle. Go back to America, fly the fuck away, because today I'm gonna die another day.
There he is. And that was a fucking evisceration of Uno Lavoz, by the way. A fucking evisceration. So, yeah. Where did we get to there? Hang on. Let's go. So that Uno Lavoz battle was in 2013. Okay? And, yeah, by this point, O'Shea is past his prime in terms of competing for the title, but it's still very much a prevalent force in the UK battle rap scene. So it just constantly being referenced, constantly being booked, still highly thought of, still highly sought after by the fans. Then we move on to what is probably the like the quintessential moment for for Don't Flop fans in terms of the end of an era, which is him versus Lunar C. Now, I'm not going to show the full battle of that one because, in my opinion, O'Shea loses steam in the second round and the third round. The entire crowd is basically on Lunar C's side at that point. So it doesn't matter if he spat the most insane round of his life. The crowd's not feeling it. But the first round, because he goes first, the crowd are on board with him. Even if half of them don't even know who O'Shea is, because they're A, at the Ministry of Sound, which is a huge deal for Don't Flop, by the way, and B, it's Lunar C's return after a pretty lengthy hiatus. So, let me pull up Lunar C first round.
You're ready, yeah?
2015.
Yeah,
6th of June, 2015
Listen as I spit, Jed. The C in
Lunar C stands for dickhead. Very good. Very good.
Let's welcome back Lunar C, because this shit's a great pleasure. Respect, because you've got a lot more to lose than me. So I hope this...
Just up there. Shout out to O'Shea versus Kid Twist, by the way. I love that battle. Yeah. This is the thing. Again, we've been going already for an hour and a half. It was hard limiting it to fucking these battles, guys. Again, I really wish we could spend more time, but I'm not a live streamer by trade, so having 3 hours penciled was never going to happen. I think 2, plenty. So, yeah, I had to leave some battles on the cutting room floor. I chose battles that I believed had some significance. With all due respect, the Kid Twist battle has 0 significance in the scheme of things, so that's why I didn't pick it. There are no references that ultimately kicked on. There are no catchphrases that caught fire. There are no significances in terms of his proprietary nature of a lot of battle rap. So this, though, is where the views go off a cliff for Don't Flop. So, yeah, David, 178 battles. Nah, not going to happen. So, anyways, let's get on with it.
I hope this prick can take pressure, but we're all glad to see the return of this tape measure.
Props. We got him. The only thing about this first round is, by the way, Lunar C is at least into it. The other 2 rounds, he isn't.
Can go fuck yourself. You wouldn't beat me in the ring with the Huckster's help, but he on SBTV. Ooh-wee, he mates with Jamal, but you're from Bradford, where even the air is halal. I said, wait. I said, Bradford, wait. I said, Bradford, air, halal. Wait, I need to stop that crap. That verse turning into a C major concept track.
Half the audience, again, don't get it.
Punchlines. They're always on time. Your fans are 12 years old.
Combined. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Brilliant bar.
He is always posing for pics with spliffs to show he's a madman.
Yeah, you're right, David. He does.
He smokes weed. Bad man.
Bad man. Yeah, David,
That's
he
enough
really
of the
does.
bigging you up, you skinny illiterate fuck. Your fans, the world's biggest bunch of cocksucking silliest cunts. Before the battle, one of them tried to convince me that you had a brilliant foot. I was like, I know. I was like, a brilliant foot? Ain't that some weird shit? And then I thought, maybe what my man mean is that Lunar hit a sweet free kick, and then he said, no, O'Shea. What I mean is, his toes are amazing, and his heel is sick.
Brilliant.
Listen,
Pot smokers.
You'll never win. Listen, you battle the type of people I battled on other channels, so I don't have to put no fucking effort in. Imagine us in a scrap and leather him looking like he's never been in a fight. Plus, Bloodstone seen more in a night than you've seen in your life.
The first of 3 Bloodstone references in this battle, by the way.
Wait a minute. Bloodstone seen more in a night than you've seen in your life. Isn't that the most quoted bar out of every battle you've been in combined?
Yeah. That's true. Do you know what? Apart from it's mum joke time and all of that sort of stuff, that's true. Yeah, and I agree with you. But there's a lot in the battle that is, again, it's weird. It's become, I don't know if this is an iconic battle. It's certainly an important battle. It's a very highly viewed battle. It's 1.7 million views as of the time of this recording. This should have been a bigger deal than it was, and I can't really put my finger on why it isn't more significant. It's not showcased as many people's favorite Lunar or O'Shea battle, but it is one of those, like, it's like in wrestling when you find out 2 guys had a match that you thought never did, because the legend of it seems to have not persisted, unlike their individual legends. But anyways, let's let O'Shea finish his one.
Yeah, it is. Basically, what happened? Listen, Bloodstone made you.
Bloodstone made you.
Made you. I don't give a flying fuck how much Don't Flopper paid you. You robbed Ryan. For that I've never forgave you. Battle rap's ruined his life. I
hate you.
Don't get it twisted, lad. My 2-year-old son Finley, he rates you. I'm just sick of all these teeny boppers. Like Lunacy's back. You heard all about the news. This ain't competition, it's a scenic holiday. All about the views. See, I can't lose this. I lose this. I've got to win. The sharks are circling your bitch ass. You've got to swim. If you rock for too long, lad, I'll rock your chin, because O'Shea's impatient like my doctor's him.
Interesting turn of phrase.
This next line might come across a bit racist, but I don't care. I've got no problem with Bradford, I swear. It's just the last time I went there, my brother said, there's air. And I said, where? And he said, there.
I mean, the crowd like that, but might sound a bit racist, is gentle.
Lad, you are so Yorkshire. You've got a mate called Gromit. Lad, I don't give a flying fuck. If you sell more CDs and make more profits, your name's Jake because your mother got raped by a snake called Robert. Listen, and this is the end of the verse, but I should just fucking smack you. Fuck a battle. Those shoes are too big for that tracksuit.
That's good. There you go. And he did great. I think he gave a really good account of himself in that one. So, yeah, but again, evidence of the fact that he's maybe not competitive in terms of the top tiers, but that's a good round, and it's against Lunar C, so can't argue against it. The other one rounder that I wanted to showcase for you is his first round against Pedro, because this is a fucking... It's not a car crash of a battle. It's just got crazy energy, and I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it just fucking devolves. But his first round, again, it's vintage O'Shea. This was also in 2015, I believe.
Listen, Pedro.
Yes,
Listen,
7th of March.
I smash it with the randomness. Fuck you and fuck
unanimous.
unanimous.
I mean, sort of. Sort of.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. No Snoop and Dre is me up at your door. Trying to raise some money for a sponsored walk. He said he'd give me a 5. I said no. I want some more. He belled me and said, I've got it for you. The rematch you're after. I said, whoa. Lego? No way. He said, no. Pedro? I said,
Okay.
This is the biggest solo battle you are ever going to have. So no doubt you're feeling it. But the way you're acting online, we call you MC Heskey, because you're making a meal of it.
The first of many Emil Heskey references.
Don't get me wrong. He is funny, but he is shit. This fucking London have been in the same square for years. He Ian Beale with it. Dad, your feet are sick, but he's a prick, but I'm a beat him regardless, because he is retarded. It's Pedro, don't floss regular fucking Speedy Gonzales. But I'll do the running up in your mum's house and going to bed. You rap pretty fast with someone that's so fucking slow in the head. And that's, speaking of slow in the head, Rowan, is you smoking bud? Is you joking, bruv? P Soldier versus Pedro. Man, I have to slow Pedro's verse down and speak P Soldier.
God. Wow.
Where's P Soldier?
There he is right there.
There he is. You two, man, had me finger blasting my remote every time one of you two finished. Because Pedro said 600 words in 60 seconds. You said 7 in 12 minutes.
I love you, P. I love you to death, brother.
I said no. Well, guess what, Pedro? So did I. You little overhyped Dolomite. I'm like the fucking town niece in France, because no matter how the fuck you say it, lad. You know I'm nice. My style is pristine for sure. When I shit, I stink of Christine Dior. I'll get up in your mother's motherfucking diaphragm. So many hoes on my dick. I'm like a perverted fucking fireman.
So random. So random. Why is hang on? Why is itching his dick right now? That's just. Okay.
So many holes on my dick, I'm like a perverted fucking fireman. I'll jack your shit like I am Iron Man. I'll rob all your shit and make you order me the fucking hire van. Listen, I'll take everything from the sink to the frying pan. Man, I go so damn ham, you would think I was a giant ham. Yeah, it's all right. DLA all day, punchline always, receiving foreplay at my restraining order court case. Every time I see Pedro, he's either shotting or on that MDMA.
Wow.
2, hugging every fucking fella in the room, pure evidence he's gay. Lad, you freestyle and say brother. You're like a more feminine DK.
Shouts to DK.
Bars. Ready? So if you think Pedro gonna beat me, how? Because O'Shea got the bars, make the crowd go wow. If you like bars, you're gonna like me now. Because when I punch my like pow, he'll be like, ow.
And there you go. That's his first round against Pedro. And again, it just devolves from there because there's not a sober person in that audience or between the two of them. And it's one of those ones where you've got two freestylers, two guys that are just happy going off the top, just going ba. So, yeah, that just devolves. But again, it's another showcase of O'Shea doing what O'Shea does, which is random, hits the audience when they're not seeing it, and just fucking saying things that are blatantly obvious about his opponent. The last one from the Don't Flop era that I want to showcase from you is his first round against Frank Stacks. And this is where I said he referenced back at him earlier, but I want to showcase just one last little instance from Don't Flop as, again, this is another one of those rounds where, again, most people are going to recognize a patented O'Shea.
Frank Stacks. The same fair, I swear I'm at a handicap. The last 2 fucking weeks I've been preparing for Frankie Waps. But it's Frank Stacks, Italian twat. In fact, we all know Frank Stacks is a wanker. Why? He's come dressed as the world's most confused Black Panther.
Wow.
At the last Blood in the Water, I made a fucking idiot of myself, but he sort of evens it out because he's a fucking idiot himself. He chills with that Andy Milanakis. That says everything. I'll keep it simple. You have sex with him. And how come all you Cali Italians all look Mexican? You probably don't to Americans, but you do to us, because over here there's fucking loads less of them. Listen, and he'd be like, O'Shea, how dare you, dude? I'm from a place where there's turf wars. True, but what the fuck are you and that fat cunt Andy gonna do? Bring your webcams and surfboards through? Fuck you, trigger-happy cunts. We're more smooth. I'm surprised you didn't enter this battle right at the end of round 3. World War II. Well, forget the American jokes, because that shit's too easy. But this next stuff is the God's honest truth, believe me. See, ever since I heard we were battling, I went on your Facebook, had a little glance over your pictures, and ever since that day, look, I've been having wanks over your missus. She's nice, well done.
She's nice, well done. Fucking hell, okay.
You probably think that rap is a joke gimmick is actually dope in it. Well, it's not. So pick up your pizza slicer and get back in your boat with it. This motherfucker thinks he's sick. No, he's not. People be like, oh, Shay, you need to sack with the jokes in it. Become a bit more unpredictable. I said sound, then realised he looks like a fucking fun-loving criminal. You being one of those West Coast crack dens blazed off Scooby snacks, trip zoned out, landing one of Tantrum's booby traps. Everyone in the party wearing one of them stupid caps. Girl walks past, everyone goes, damn! Who is that? Listen, forget whatever Frank's got to say, he's fucking gay. Kid, I'll murder him in a fucking instant. Fuck Frank Stacks, your ma's a slut. She barks and woofs, if I fuck her, that's a killer at Target Crufts. Listen, I'm freestyling, I'll scar you up. I'll leave you with nothing but fucking arse and guts, carve her up. What the fuck am I saying? But who cares? When I heard us battling, low pesky, disaster and awkwards, my priorities for you dropped. No, that's a lie. My priorities for you stopped instantly right there on the fucking spot. See, don't think because you're from the fresh coast, I hold you on any sort of kind of higher mantle. Listen, you're shitter than Ryan Babel. And when I heard them battling you, I had the face worse than ears in mine and Psycho's battle. The one that says, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Yeah. But I'm a polite guy, so at the time I didn't voice it. Wanted to be face to face so I could fucking finger point it. Listen, you're running the mill. If you were British, you'd probably be running a mill. Kid, you've got no abundance of skill, and you're more annoying than my name on the fucking front of a bill.
Wow. Self-reference bars. But there you go. So again, another example of he just, even when he's in trouble, he'll freestyle his way out of it with something completely insane that just keeps everyone on his side, keeps the energy going. And that largely typified his run in Don't Flop. So if I pulled my notes back up here, his run in Don't Flop lasted from 2008 to 2017. It's not quite 10 years, but he is one of their longest standing performers certainly from that era. And then in 2018, he made the switch. He went over to Prem, and he debuted. I don't know if it was on the debut edition of Premier Battles. It might have been, or certainly in one of the earliest incarnations of Premier Battles. But he debuted against a Raptor Warhurst, who you may have also heard of. And that battle, in its entirety, starts right now.
Listen, first off, Raptor, your bars are wank. O'Shea, only rapper here who doesn't have to start a chant. Yeah. Listen, fuck the waggle.
Look at how healthy Prem was back in the day when they started. That's awesome. Peace Soldier and Zen behind him as well. That's cool. Back when they were doing the team, they were really hyping up the teams and the counter as well. Interesting. That was back in the days when they were trying to do the more AEW stuff. It's really ironic to me how Prem really did set off like an AEW takeoff years later in terms of we're going to keep records and scores and we're going to keep their winning tallies and we're going to make sure the time's enforced and all the rest of it. And these days, not a fuck is given about either one of those things, and they book however they want to book now. So ironic given the time. However, this is again, it's lovely to see that he kind of is picking up where he left off. And in fact, that might even be someone, I don't know if you can see that actually. Let me move this. I don't know if you can see it. So right down here somewhere, okay, keep an eye out here, is his opponent on the 22nd. That looks to me like Kingsley Thunder, ladies and gentlemen, in the audience for his Prem debut with O'Shea. How cool is that? That's nice. He's watching the man he's going to help retire.
Battle, I should Stockholm stunning this queer. Listen, by the way, what the fuck is that shit under your ear? Yeah, disgusting.
Disgusting.
Man real mob. Me, Peace Soldier, Massive and Shocks. All those motherfuckers got the massivest cocks. Wind these muppets up like a jack in the box. I'm at
Lunar
the back of the box. Arriving late like Sané. One punch leave Raptor's eyes blacker than Sadio Mane. Lunar the cloud, yo. over and yearly in this battle shit. He's shuffled his pack of cards. Raptors ain't been relevant since the kitchen scene in the first fucking Jurassic Park. So keep acting hard and get snapped in half. Run up in his mother's house and drop a fucking cabbage fart. Listen, he's gonna latch onto the fact that you man laughed at me saying cabbage fart. He'll say all I do is joke. He's bringing it back with bars. He'll run Avatar caviar, sabotage with camouflage. And one of his cock-sucking man's mates will walk up behind him and slap his
Wow.
Listen, the whole top guy acts a fast. You can't fuck with O'Shea. Fuck Pep Guardiola. Fuck Jose. Fuck the £2 in your pocket. Fuck your cocaine.
Wow. Facts, by the way.
Fuck the £2 in your pocket. Fuck your cocaine. I was going to call myself Diplodocus, but I prefer my own name.
Wow.
So, bang bang and a gang bang orangutan.
Can't say he's not coming out swinging, man.
So bang bang and a gang bang orangutan. This man don't stand a chance. Legend like bag of vans. Let me give you some advice that you need, lad. I ain't talking Bagnell or Bamaland. I'm saying stop acting like a wanker man. Because every time you have a gram, you go from Ryan Warhurst into a fucking white man Jackie Chan. So, listen, I'll bomb dude, Taliban, I'll stop his food Ramadan. His man
I'll stop his food Ramadan. Because they fast. Because they fast.
Ramadan, his man claimed their fans are real, but I hate them like I'm Catalan. Listen, he's on my street high, I'm on the high street like Matalan, so fuck man. I'm a bad man. Listen, he has small pride to me, like a character from Willow. Do you want to know how I know this guy's a dickhead? He slept in my house, face first on the floor, and used a flat snapback as a pillow.
Wow. Wow.
There was two spare couches and 3 available beds.
That's incredible.
There was 3 available beds. Briggsy was standing over him, poking him and saying he's dead. We had to scrape his face off the fucking floor with a spatula. My man woke up, seen the lights, and had to wear his fucking frightened Dracula. Listen, I will stick my dick in your bird's mouth until my balls hurt. Listen, on the Chatsworth estate, the Gallaghers laugh at the state of a family called the Warhursts.
Time, there you go. Wow. Out the gate. Jesus Christ.
Listen, Raptor, that whole race was whack, friend. Why do you read YouTube comments in a fucking American accent? When Premier League battles got announced, man said to me, "Oh, Shay, this is not Don't Flop. You need to come with bars." I said, "Don't Flop all fucking day. You can shove this league up your fucking ass."
Wow. Again.
No matter what you man think about Rowan, you Owen need to be showing him enough love because you be knowing, like I be knowing, they're only there because air fucked up.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah, facts.
Even though your mum is one, I'm not going to talk about the fact she's one hell of a slag. I'm going to talk about the fact you got a head like Roger from American Dad. The length of your skull is incredibly mad. The plight of white Somalians in Britain is terribly sad. My man had 2 choices, Manchester or Mogadishu. Now, anyone with any sense, that's not an issue. There's only one choice, Mogadishu, because Manchester is a fucking shithole.
See what I mean? Like, if you want to pick up on aspects of his performances in the past, right, and say racist, misogynistic, homophobic, all the rest of it, right, again, look at this performance as evidence. No, He's not any of those things. He is just going after people with whatever's at his disposal. In this case, he knows that he's in Manchester, so he goes, fuck all of you from Manchester. Because he wants to be the villain in any given scenario that he's in, because it just makes him, it puts him in the position he wants to be in. Craziness. Craziness. That scarf doesn't want to stay on him either. He's going to say it again, isn't he? There it goes again.
Listen, Manchester is a shithole.
He said it again. Just don't start there. He's lost the crowd. And he's done it again.
Listen, I watch your vids in the home again. Rickrolled. Listen, I pack a biscuit.
So I've got to stop that. That's incredible. I watch your videos hoping I get rickrolled. Incredible. Amazing.
Big roll. Look, everyone, it's sold.
Hey, there he is.
Listen, run him in your house. He's a big bowl of Cheerios. I'm over with a superstar DJ. Here we go. Listen. Fuck Raptor and fucking studio. He can't fuck with the hook like Rufio. I will flip him in the balls from Rufio. Man, I'll tell Scooby-Dooby-Doo, kid, a Scooby-Dooby-Don't. Yeah, listen, I'm a dog, motherfucker. You'll get gnawed in half while you're fronting when your mother is Pauline Calf. Listen. We are one, motherfucker. Montagues, Capulets, your poor mother butters, no polyunsaturates. Anyone thinking Osh ain't body and Raptor is off the fucking mind on Molly and cannabis. See, my last battle with Zayn was embarrassing, but compared to his life, it pales in comparison. So don't think for 1 second if tough guy act is winning. He punches like a bitch, ask is winning. You're rapping.
Ooh, okay. Oh. Raptor really never recovered from the soul rounds.
Yeah, Raptor can rap, lad, that's a given. But who gives a fuck with every day? You're one line away from going fucking back to prison. Oh, yes!
Wow, that's cool. Second round, man.
Before we even get into this third verse, let me get one thing damn straight. This goes to you and all your stinking mank mates from Briggz. To Lordy, Bobby Wreck, Shotty, yes, Flawless, Tox, Scorped, you're all dickheads, yes.
Fucking hell. See, now he's going after everyone on stage.
I've seen some disgusting shits that live in your girl's bra. He's the type of bum, strike his mum and say, Wheel Star.
Wow.
That bitch felt the bang like DDP. This motherfucker fucking struck up with the DDT. I'm not surprised. You seen the name DVD? It's called How to Catch AIDS Like Easy E. See, he was on TV, a program called People Like Us. I needed answers. Why is it called People Like Us and not wankers? Listen, the freestyle's a boss and my CD's great. That balls behind a roll, I call him BB-8. Listen, I will spin him on a track like a TT race. Listen, I'm old school in the game like Streets of Rage. I am a motherfucking Everton fan. You are the motherfucking elephant man. Shut. Listen, what me against him was a terrible plan. And by the way, you both look like Roger from American Dad. So, listen, fuck a battle. I should just stone cold stun of these rappers. This is not Jurassic World. I'm not running with Raptors. And listen, I've got a big gun. I shove under the mattress. You're such a fucking prick. Your mum is a cactus. Listen.
You're such a prick. Your mum's a cactus. Come on, man.
Listen, how the fuck does practice make perfect? I don't practice. Shotty got you bent over backwards. backwards like I don't practice. Listen, see every single punchline I drop, best believe amazing. You look like you have beef with Sigourney Weaver and Alien. You fucking xenophobe. You belong on the list of Jericho. Get your take drugs. When I tell us every time, it's pathetic, bro. Listen, I love it. So fuck you. Listen, fuck you. Fuck all your boys. Fuck Manny. I'm only here to Ric Flair chop your mum in a fucking fanny.
Woo! There you go. Hell of a debut and Don't Flop. There you go. And yeah, man, as you can see, I really loved that performance. That was great. That speaks to the fact that the man is not diminishing with age. And so we move into the final battle that I wanted to showcase on this occasion, which is a battle, but it turned more into a roast than anything else. And that is against one Briggz. So let's pull that one up now, shall we? And this is his, I think it's his third or fourth battle in Prem.
Ginger fat man cunt.
Sake, stupid thing. I will get this right. And yeah, the reason I picked this one is just because, again, he manages to stick all 3 rounds. It's largely well received. And again, as you can see, not competing against the very best, but certainly giving great, fun, endearing, comedic performances. So let's get into this one against Briggz. This one took place, I want to stay somewhat journalistic here. So his Prem debut was against Raptor, and that was on the 8th of April 2018. This is fast forwarding 4 years to the 23rd of October 2022 against Bison Briggz.
Where was my intro music, you ginger cunt? I'm about to lay the fucking smack down. I guarantee the best bars he has is the doors closing in the fucking background. Listen. Fat ginger man cunt, that is 4'2". Lumper DD. The only flip he's got is that he's 4'3".
There you go.
What do you get when you're a ginger fat man cunt? Abuse. Exactly. You little plumped up, ugly as fuck crafty. You proper nasty. You proper nasty. You fucking undercooked sayers, baked bean and sausage pasty. You look like Chucky got stuck in Charlie's fucking chocolate factory.
Wow.
Premier Battles is shit.
And they've gone from booing him to cheering
Premier
him for
Battles is shit. So surprise, surprise, they come back for me because I spit it savagely, rapidly and factually. I'll tell you where your shit goes wrong. You give yourself international battles and you've made fucking Bizzo Bong.
Wow.
What's going on?
Do you know what? Wouldn't that have been a battle? Current gen Bizzo Bond versus O'Shea. Can you imagine what a fucking battle that would be? That would be... I mean, I don't even know what to make of that. But yeah, that would have been interesting, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? I'm just going to... Because I've ignored the comments for a little while. So it's... He's like Ric Flair. Well, it's funny you should say that, Charlie, because we've just seen him reference it. Yeah, agreed, David. That last one is... It's that thing where a fresh start, new stage, you know, new direction. He's revered. He's put in against an opponent that I'm sure he had plenty for. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by how good that performance was. And again, I've seen this one before, and I remember it being pretty decent, so...
Forget that last Bond flick. We've got plenty of time to see these bitches die. I've been told my classic homophobic, misogynistic shit won't fly. I said, Briggsy, why? He said, these days, the crowd just doesn't have it. I said, that's not fair, Briggsy, because your mum's a faggot.
Okay, he knows what he's doing there.
Stumpy, frumpy, plumpy. Stumpy, frumpy, plumpy, face all bumpy. Chunky monkey, Kevin the fucking carrot. Cancel me, motherfucker. You think you give a fuck right now? Your beard gets bullied for being ugly in the upside down.
Wow.
Lad.
Wow.
my scout swag, I'll have these manx lads deserting their clothes. Listen, when I say kid, what's happening, lad, you'll have them curling their toes. I will Kevin Nash, jackknife powerbomb your fucking beard in the road. He let you in Old Trafford because you look like Alex Ferguson's nose.
Yeah. Fair play to Briggsy, man. I think he knew that this was what he was getting.
Lad, what am I doing? I'm still shouting at people in pubs and I'm nearly 40 years old. Listen, but I know it's because people love my extraordinary flows. I'm O'Shea, OG, Batman Kidder doing this since Clooney. Was the Batman Kidder doing this since Rooney? Was that ever in the first time? Your best bars are like my worst rhymes. Your next bars are like my first lines. It's like I'm off and on road like a dirt bike. Off and on road, they get it cracking in a second, pop it on flow. Lad, I'll stomp Briggsy's face in the ground. I'm dodging cops on the way to your ground. Osh, Superman like Clark Kent. Osh, boot your man off a park bench. Osh, boot a man off the park end. Split personality, two-face, half dent. They don't want me nicked.
Half dent.
They don't want me nicked. They don't want me slammed. People love me. I am the man. I am the man. I have a plan. I have a goldfish called Van Damme. Shout out Briggsy, Shotty and Premier Battles. Nice one for begging me to come back on this terrible channel. Whether whiskey or shotgun, I empty the barrel. My son will kick your son in the throat with a 2-footed terrible tackle. Wow. Listen, rejoice, the Queen is dead. Listen. Rejoice, the Queen is dead. The first few battles were alright, but I was 3 rows back, so I didn't fucking hear a word that was said. You ginger cunts.
That's how you sign off on round 1, apparently. O'Shea hasn't aged at all. This is what I'm saying, man. He's kind of... What you notice, for me, is from that initial debut to now, the only thing that's really changed or evolved is his repertoire of being able to dip in and out of complex stuff has improved significantly. His crowd awareness has improved as well because he's starting to pontificate more to the crowd than not just his opponent. He's being more aware of the camera too. But yes, I agree, Charlie. He doesn't just bite the hand that feeds it, but he's doing it again. He's doing it in a self-aware way. I would argue it's not something he is doing unintentionally. He is constantly aware. He is constantly pushing the boundary of what is acceptable and saying the thing that the audience isn't expecting to hear, which, as much as that might get him into trouble, and again, I've got my disclaimer to prevent me from getting in the same trouble. It's we probably want battle rap to remain innovative, and we probably want battle rap to remain that part of the culture that embraces this notion of we're here to do a specific thing, which is to break down our opponents, to showcase our skills with the English language. That means we're going to say and do things that are offensive because they're supposed to be to our opponent. Now, there's a line of decency that we have to tread, and I think Prem has been keen to highlight that. And Don't Flop, while they have been okay with standing behind that notion, they did market Enigma versus Bonnie de Godiva on the explicit premise of this will be offensive. So there's clearly still room for it. And at O'Shea, it's sad that if he's really going to retire, because it feels like he's one of the last bastions of people that is prepared to do and say what he feels is best for the battle, rather than being too conscious of what people are inherently going to think about it, because all he's caring about is the reaction in the room. And Charlie says, I meant his physical appearance. Yeah, I can see he's getting older. We're all getting older. We're all inching closer to death. You, watching this now, wrestle with that this evening. Moving on.
Listen, this is the only reason I don't battle for Don't Flop anymore, and it's my respect for Kruger.
One of these days, if I have any wherewithal, I'm going to put together a show that fully explores that episode in UK Battle Rap's history. What I'm going to refer to as the Great Schism, because there is not enough on record that's explicitly stated and verified And I really want it. I want to be the one to fucking get it on record. I really do. But another day.
You sent Flossie a picture of your red balls and she said, I think Briggsy's playing snooker.
Isn't that a mental image for you?
So listen up, you little fucking gnome. Do you know where I was in the pandemic? At home. Listen, when you called me fat, you should have seen everyone's fucking faces. That was like Hitler calling someone racist.
Wow.
Listen, and he is telling the truth. He asked me 100 times, but I told him the truth. I don't want to battle no more, because the quality of UK battle rap now is so poor. I watched the Premier Battles the other day.
Hang on, I'm just going to point out. Koj, fuck you nodding your head for? You're one of the competitors. Fuck you nodding your head for?
I'll put him through the window. No door. Listen, I suppose that rhymes all right. The problem was, all the mans thought it was genius. Listen, I seen Briggsy turn to Shotty and said, are you hearing this? Shotty turned to Bobby and said, I'm feeling this. No one asked Yannick his opinion, but he compared it to Jay Short's charges. Serious. Are all you man's friends with Jay Short, yeah? He knows. Listen, that's why I hate the scene now. I don't give a shit about it. That I'll put you through the window, no door line was so simple. A man still had to think about it. Listen, I hate modern battle rap. And this academy lad, all it does is gaslight a bunch of fanny flaps and bassy cracks. Apart from Kingsley, every battle's like watching Danny Jack.
Apart from Kingsley. Oh man, the foreshadowing here. I love it. Great. Apart from Kingsley. Love it. Oh, I missed that.
Apart from Kingsley. Every battle's like watching Danny Jack.
Wow. You be the judge. I'm not saying anything.
Down syndrome, be a spazzy little handicap. Listen, scallywag. And I understand the days of calling people gays and homos in the scene's over. But you're gayer than two gay battle rappers put together. You're LSD and Holder. Listen, fuck fucking Bizzo Bond and Georgie Root. Give me Pedro and P Soldier. I used to catch every clash. Now I'm trying to catch Ebola. You fucking fat cunt. Listen, you are a fucking fart. Go suck a shart out your mother's ass. Listen, I've got respect for Briggsy though, because I love the art. And for 15 years, he's shown nothing but dedication. 15 years, he's been totally dedicated. He's done everything from hosting to travelling, promoting to managing. It's such a shame for 15 years you've been fucking hopeless at battling. You owe everyone an apology for every Briggsy battle they've had to sit through. You're shitter than all the man battlers, and all the man battlers are shit too.
Wow.
Listen, my name remained relevant to the scene for 15 years because I treated it as a laugh, escapism, a bit of fun for me. You remain relevant in the scene because somehow, anywhere we go, you're like number 2 in the company. Everywhere. You little company cocksucker.
Wow.
You little company cocksucker. You won't win. One punch will leave him with a broke chin. They call me the kitchen fizzer of human skulls because his head's about to be stoved in.
Yeah, think about it. Yeah. Terrible.
This fat cunt go to the pool with his kids, shirt on. No skin. Lifeguard says take it off. He goes, come on kids, we just fucking won't swim. Listen, you'll be the joke thing. Listen, but that bitch will give you bollocks a belt and massage. She's an excellent ball carrier. If Shotty's undertaking a career in wrestling, that makes your fat ass Paul Bearer. Listen, I'm flying like Brian Pillman. You're just gonna end up dying like Brian Pillman. Listen.
Okay.
I mean, did you not watch like while Shotty's taking bumps and hitting the weights? You were home with your fat family licking the plates. O'Shea's back. O'Shea's back. Isn't it great? Great to see KOTD, because I was told still 9 times out of 10 he's missing the dates. Listen, I've come back for the conversation to see what's been going on. I'm the fire expert. KOTD, are you still going on with dial expert? Listen, I'll tell you one thing about KOTD that I love and I found really interesting. You're on the steroids too, and you're not even wrestling. Listen, I'm back. You're pussy, like the fucking Castor bird of prey. Listen, I'm back, like vertebrae.
Back like vertebrae.
Listen up, you fucking punk. I will go back to raising my beautiful children. You go back to raising your ugly cunts.
Wow. Wow. No need, man. No need. Tapped him for it. Wow. Stroh's creased. Stroh's gone. Wow. Wow. No, don't say it again. I'm begging you. Please don't say it again. I'm begging you.
Hold it down, let's go. You've got an ugly daughter and an ugly son. You've got an ugly dad and an ugly mum. And every one of them are ginger cunts. Listen, little Lewis here, he go by the moniker Bison Briggz.
Yes, he does.
Maybe there's something that I have missed, because bisons are big and strong, and you're a little fat cunt. But I guarantee he makes his children a brilliant pack lunch. 6 packs of Watsits and wine gums for fruit.
That sounds pretty sick,
Kids can tell
actually.
you the flavour of a Rebel by sight, but can't even tell you the truth. I mean, look at the state of my goddamn opponent. O'Shea looking great in his Montana clothing. Look, yeah, listen, I get better with age. Like Amanda Holden, I could hit you with punches till my fucking hands are broken. But I've got to be totally honest here. I've got nothing but respect for Briggsy. Because when we were scheduled to battle last, it was the worst week of my life. My dad passed. So I had to get on the phone to Briggsy and explain that my mind's not in the right frame. My head's just not in the game. What I didn't tell him was my dad died of shame that I was battling you, you fat
He went there. He went there. I got an O'Shea chant.
Listen, so it turns out it wasn't the long hours. Turns out it wasn't the long hours and him smashing the whiskey. Got the death certificate back and it said embarrassment of your son, battling Briggsy. Shout out to my mum, my kids Tilly and Finley. When I get home, my mum is gonna fucking kill me. Listen, Briggsy, you're a horrible, stinking, short, fat man cunt. But I would love one of your kids' pack lunches.
And there you go. That is the most recent battle that I wanted to showcase of O'Shea, because from here we roll on to the 22nd of February, which is in Liverpool. I believe it's L3 is where it's being hosted. You cannot get tickets. It is sold out, son. Sold out event. You can't get tickets. and I'm so happy for Prem about that, but mainly I'm happy for O'Shea, because that means he gets to perform in front of a sold-out crowd for his final battle. And for a guy who, as I hope I've just demonstrated, has been at the fucking backbone of UK battle rap since effectively its inception with Don't Flop, or at least its inception in terms of its popularity within the UK fan base, he deserved no less than that. And again, you can take issue with some of the things that he said over the course of his career, some of his performances, battles. He would probably take issue with it. He's highlighted his own inconsistencies in the past as well. He has given the scene so much, and it's crazy to think that he might be packing it in for realsies. Now, again, it's UK battle rap, so maybe the retirement lasts a year and he's back. Who knows? But again, when you look back at his list of accolades, what he's responsible for inspiring and perpetuating in battle rap, because again, think about it through this prism. Don't Flop's first ever appearance on YouTube, first ever title match, first ever rematch, first ever international battle for Don't Flop, and he's also an inductee into the Prem Hall of Fame. Man deserves his flowers. He's been an inspiration to so many battlers. Again, it's not hyperbolic to say he's probably your favourite battler's favourite battler. And it's a real shame I never got an interview with him over the line. Real shame. I was penciled in. He had a hospital thing because his health wasn't in a great condition when I messaged him at the time. So it really is a shame that I never got that one over the line, because I really would have loved to have interviewed him. But there you go. We have just showcased 12 battles over 3 decades. And over 2.5 hours. This is the longest stream I think I've ever done. Intentionally, anyway. So, unless anyone has anything else they want to add, I think we'll call it there, because, yeah, 2.5 hours. Jesus Christ. And, it could have been so much more. He's, again, over 150 battles. 150. We haven't even touched on his 2-on-2s. We haven't touched on his work at King of the Ronalds, his on-beat work, his music, his comedy career, all of that stuff. So, here's how I'll sign off by saying you cannot get a ticket to his final event. It's a shame, but it is what it is. It's sold out. Go give the man a follow. Go and support him. Go subscribe to Premier Battles. Get the Patreon. Check out his back catalogue. If and when he does another project, i.e. stand-up comedy, music, or maybe makes a return to battle rap, go and support him. And yeah, go give the man his flowers. If you haven't tweeted him in a while, tweet O'Shea. Say, listen, man, here's my fandom of you, yada, yada, yada. Because trust me, you can never, ever get tired of people saying that they're a fan of what you do and you appreciate what you do. So, yeah. Go do it, man. Go do it. So there you go. That, hopefully, has been a career retrospective of O'Shea that would do him proud, because we've showcased as many battles as we possibly can. And I'll say it again. He is as responsible as anybody else for the prevalence, the perseverance, the rise of our virality of not only Don't Flop, but UK battle rap as we know it today. And we all owe him a debt of gratitude as a result. As UK battle rap fans, there isn't one among us who shouldn't be giving him props and respect for the amount of fucking work he put into the scene. And the fact that, largely speaking, he is... Yeah, he's remained largely at the forefront of what is revered in battle rap, i.e. clippable moments, hilarious moments, quotable moments, memorable moments, all that good jazz. And it looks like he's had a lot of fun doing it. And you can't ask for any more than that. That he's had a career that hopefully he looks back on and has largely fond memories of. And fair play to him for it. I hope he enjoys all the gaming and wrestling he can possibly muster now that he's retiring. And I hope he gives Kingsley Thunder a run for his money. And best of all, I hope Kingsley Thunder gets to finally close the loop on the whole "your O'Shea son" bit. So we'll see what happens. Charlie, yeah, well, here's shout out, because this is the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't really got much more to say, because I'll be honest, I'll touch on my fandom of O'Shea. Largely passed me by, because I was not there at the beginning of Don't Flop. By the time that I started watching Don't Flop, Lunar and Shotty had taken over as kind of the league's most preeminent battlers, and I was a big Shuffle T and Marlowe fan, so I was more into the 2-on-2 side of things. And it's only more recently that I've become more familiar with O'Shea's work in retrospect, because of course you see his fingerprints on everything. He's battled everybody. So you start to respect just what a shift he's put in over, like I say, 3 decades. 3 decades of performing. 3. 2008 to 2025. Craziness. Crazy that he's managed to stick with it for that long. And he was as good as he was. Again, you can't say he was ever the pinnacle of it, in the sense of he was the most technical, the funniest, the most charismatic. But he was an odd blend and an odd amalgamation of all 3 of those things that meant he had enough always in the tank to be competitive with whoever he was battling against, to give a performance that the crowd ultimately loved. And again, we can all give him props for that. I would hope anyway. So now that we've come to the end, let me give some shout outs, because we've had some of you with me since I was muted. So thank you first and foremost to David, because at the beginning of the show I was muted for about 5 minutes again. So thank you for DMing me, otherwise I'd have clean not seen that. Hadashroom's joined us. Thank you for joining us, sir. Charlie was in the house. Thank you for joining us. And that's it. Those are the only commenters today. So David, Hadashroom's Charlie, thank you for keeping me company. For anyone that dipped in and out, hopefully you enjoyed just rewatching the battles, the rounds, I should say. And yeah, I hope this was fun, because we're doing another one next week. We're doing one on Tony D next week. As hard as it was to hem this down to 12, I don't know how, and even then I cheated because I used 4 one-rounders. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to hem Tony D's career into 12 battles. Or less. Ideally, I want it to be less. I don't want to do 2.5 hours every stream. It seems like a lot. But I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun. It was great rewatching some of these battles. I'll come out now and say that Cooper has very kindly offered to give me one of his tickets to the event. I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't know if I can. It seems kind of one of those things that I want to be able to say. Not only was I there for Shotty's return, was I there for Lunar's return? I do. Part of me really want. If it really is O'Shea's final battle, I really do want to be there for it. Because he's a fucking legend in UK battle rap. There's no other way of putting it. If he's not on the Rushmore, he stood right next to it with a fucking chisel in his hand. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just super short notice, and that means I've got to arrange travel, and preferably either a hotel or parking, and short notice. It's a fucking nightmare. But we'll see. But even if I can't get down there, I'm looking forward to seeing the battle, even if it's after the fact, and I'm looking forward to congratulating O'Shea on a career well spent, and I would hope you all do the same. So listen, if I've served any purpose here, go check out some of the original battles on the original leagues, on Don't Flop, on Prem. Go check out his stuff on King of the Rottles. Go check out on his channel. Go check out some of his music. Go check out if you're not following him on social media, go check him out on Twitter. I think he's at Stephen O'Shea. And yeah, let's all hope that he sticks the landing on the 22nd. Let's hope Kingsley gives him a good battle, that it's a lot of fun, that the crowd at a sold-out Premier Battles event in February, kicking off the year in style, have a good time, and so do the battlers. So yeah, shout out to everybody who joined me on this stream. Thank you so much for giving it a chance. I hope you'll be with me next week, because if I'm not actually at the event next week, because it's on Saturday, that's the other problem, is that I penciled the Tony D one. I'm penciling these in for Saturdays going forward at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to try and stick to that. So next Saturday at 8 o'clock, if I'm not at the event, you'll see me next week doing a Tony D one of these. And then we go from there. The third week, I've penciled in Bobby Rex. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too. That one's going to be that one's going to be a lot of fun. But and you can see I lent more heavily on the battles on this one, because I don't have a lot of personal interaction with O'Shea. Don't have a lot of personal investment in O'Shea's career, because I wasn't the biggest O'Shea fan. And it's only more recently that I've become more aware of his work and studied his work a little bit more closely, and obviously looked and seen where the fingerprints is, and charted his journey through UK battle rap and what he's done and contributed to the scene. Hence why it felt only right, given that he's retiring soon, to kick off with him. So thank you very much for joining me on this edition of the Halcyon Show. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it lived up to the expectations that I built for it with my snazzy graphics and extensive runtime. Please be sure to like, share, and fucking subscribe. I'm begging you now. If I'm gonna do these, I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. So please help me. Share this shit. Subscribe to this shit. Like this shit. Comment for this shit. Repost this shit. Share it with people that you think are gonna like it, because I want to get to 1,000. If I can get to 1,000, I can start monetizing this shit, and I can start making all this shit better. And also, quite frankly, if I ever made any money from this YouTube channel, chances are I'd spend it on just going to UK battle rap events to cover them. So, fucking like, share, and subscribe. Please, I'm begging you at this point. Do me a favor. Do me a solid. Anyways, that was a career retrospective of O'Shea. Perhaps one of, if not the greatest UK battle rapper of all time, in terms of his contribution, longevity, and how synonymous he is with UK battle rap throughout the ages. And there you go. So, thank you very much for joining me on this edition. I hope you all have a splendid rest of your evening, whatever you do. I can only say thank you so much for joining me and spending it with me if you did. David in particular, you've been giving me shout outs on Twitter as well, so I really appreciate that, my friend. I will get back to your DMs, sir. I haven't forgotten. I've just been busy researching and getting ready for this. Charlie, you little shit stirrer, appreciate your company as always. Haddershrooms, appreciate your company as always. The rest of you that watched and didn't leave a comment, it was nice to see you contribute a number on my screen. Next time, leave me a comment. Say hello. Chime in with what you think is good and bad. Don't be no strangers. And yeah. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. It was fun. I'm going to go kick up my feet for 20 minutes and then I'm going to go to bed. So, have a wonderful rest of your evening. And if I don't go to the event next week, which is possible, I shall see you next Saturday for the next edition of the Halcyon Show.